And we are back once again with the Jumping Junipers. It's time for some Wild Beyond the Witchlight. Last potential session of Hither, the party have just got back from Bavlorna's cottage after some long negotiations, making a deal with the hag, Bavlorna Blightstraw, but also in the interim, Vaike went into the frog, the bronze frog, began to experience visions of some sort of frog-like Strongheart, which we've dubbed Frogheart. He was seemingly almost a snapshot in time from when you were training, and you sort of fell in line with this vision almost instantly, seeing that. Yeah, I almost felt like you were right back in the training room of Valor's Keep. Cool, Valor's Cool Keep, and then the vision started to shift and change when you beheaded the frog. You got. It seemed as though the sword was intact. It was like it's almost as if it never broke into pieces in the first place. But you've discovered that Snickersnack was indeed a Vorpal sword in its heyday, and as you used a grappling hook to like pull yourself back out, it felt odd that something was off. Something just didn't quite feel right, and that's the moment in which the bronze frog behind you began to shift and transform into Bavlorna's image and said, "Did you really think it would be that easy?" At which point she swallowed you back up. You fell into another vision, this time transformed into a frog and trying to escape the keep and get to the Witchlight Carnival all those 8 years ago. And now, this time, you were trying to evade frog hearts guards, like patrolling everywhere. Um, Made it through the dangerous wild creatures outside, the wolves, crocodiles, and other such predators of the wilds, and finally made it to the Witchlight Carnival, where you almost sort of experienced meeting all your friends, the Jumping Junipers, in a montage-like moment, all the way until you got to the very instance in which you lost Snickersnack, and you tried to prevail this time, attacking the Beholder, and then it began to talk back to you, saying, "Do you remember this moment? Do you remember it?" But you realize this is no more time for games, and you tore away the vision with Snickersnack. You fell right back into that kind of liminal space where this time it was April that spoke to you and said that they felt broken, said that they felt misused, and you began to realize perhaps these images, these visions, who's talking to you, Bavlorna, April, Strongheart, they're actually Snickersnack themselves. This disjointed psyche that has been shattered into pieces is now trying to communicate to you through your memories or through theirs, through the previous wielders of this blade. And indeed, you finally cut through the crap and managed to get to the bottom of line, and that was that you're not the hero that Snickersnack expected, maybe, and you admit that you perhaps used them to play a children's game when really they've got a greater purpose.
Not my
But
best
you're
moment.
here now, and you're here to save them, and that's all you've got. That's their only option. And Snickersnack kind of broke down and began to sort of gush their own emotions about how they used to be beautiful, how they used to be a blade of legendary rapport, but they've been tortured and corrupted by the hag. And you formed effectively a deal with Snickersnack, and that was, look, you get them out here, get them out of here right now, and if later there is indeed a worthy wielder, then you're happy to pass them along. But right now, it's more important to get them out of this place. And they agreed, and they formed a tight, almost cestus-like grip around your arms, and the vines that shot straight for the light, and you pulled yourself to freedom, where you met Baird, who had a helping hand to lift you out of the mouth. And yeah, and Gareth's here, and you managed to all welcome Vague back Thankfully, he's not as transformed as he used to be. There's a slight tinge of green, but he's not like looking frog-like anymore. And his hands are now gripped in this viney, thorny embrace. And yeah, you unlocked the thorned hilt, which is awesome. There's only 2 more pieces to get, perhaps. But
Only.
wherever they are,
Mm-hmm.
who knows? And then you decided to try and get another missing thing, another lost thing, Ulric's coin purse, somewhere in that balloon that Charm and Trinket have. And you got there, and they said, well, the deal's off because we have the string that we needed. And much to your protest, they continue to sail away. No deal. And it looks as though the Jumping Junipers may have a new enemy now. Or rather, they have a new enemy in Jumping Junipers. In any case, maybe a bad move on their part, but they've taunted you as they sailed away into the sky on their own storm balloon. And that's where we left off. You guys are relaxing in hither. The feast is probably coming to a close at this point. So everyone's cleaning up tables and picking through the wreckage of the sinking palace. And that's when you hear a splash nearby. Yes. Something popping up out of the water.
Tell me it's trouble. Tell me she lives.
Nope. You see someone cleaning their monocle, and their frilly collar is so soaking wet. When they emerge from the water, they're like, sacre bleu.
I'll push it to him to clean
It
him
is
up.
Sir Mundlemud.
Mundlemud.
I am alive indeed. That was a long trek. I didn't realize this place was so muddy. Couldn't see down there. But I found a way. There was a secret tunnel underneath the sinking palace.
Oh.
I think it might have been an old well at one point, but oh well, I am here now.
Oh well.
Oh well.
Good to
to
be
see
back.
you're alive.
Yeah. At least you're
Oh
not
no,
troubled.
Vaike, your complexion looking worse.
What? Are we getting more green?
No. You look more pale.
Oh.
You need more soaking, I think.
I'll have to take your advice. Oh yeah, don't worry about the book. We took care of it.
Ah, très bien.
Oh.
If I... Wait, hold on. You spoke with the Babylona?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm. Well, you're all still alive, I think. Wait. No. You're missing a few members.
Yeah, she ate
Did she eat them?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
She's
no.
very hungry.
Wait.
No, they're fine. They're helping. They're helping, like,
This
not
is
like that. They're
this-
helping.
This is Jack, right? Because Garreth is still tripping hardcore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This is Jack.
Mm. Oh wait.
Same thing with
Well,
Ulric is still tripping.
Garreth-
he is, but he's not in a worse state. Gareth's
Okay.
laying down in
Garreth is being
Lillybog Cube at the moment.
force-fed something, some concoction that's supposed to make him better.
Oh yeah, Lillybog Keep, I remember.
Well,
But no, our companions are fine.
you didn't make any bargains with the hag, did you?
She wanted us to prank her sister, which
I
is
didn't.
a fair deal for what we got.
Did we make a bargain with her?
You didn't.
I did.
Well,
Bird, you made a bargain with the hag?
I had to make sure that we didn't steal something.
Alright.
Jack will probably say something. Well, technically, Garreth made the bargain
I see.
on
I'm
your
glad.
behalf.
It means it's sturdy. There's no loopholes.
One would hope, but you can never be too sure with the hangs. I would have advised not to, but seems like you had no choice. It's always how it ends up with hangs. They
That's
seem to find
Yes.
you in a corner.
Speaking of bargains, can you relay a message to Bavlorna?
I can pass on a message.
I think we're going back there to bed.
Lady Charm took something from Bavlorna.
Yeah, we're going. We can tell her that. We can tell her that we're going back there. We gotta deliver some stuff.
Yes. She has a few open offers to us to let us trade things for chores, effectively.
No offense, but delivering any bad news to Bavlorna is, well, it only begets more bad news, usually for the messenger.
It's worth considering.
Yeah, I'm not scared of her.
If your information is true, then I'll leave that one to you to pass on. Sounds like you have built a rapport, so I will sidestep that one. But for now, I will get myself cleaned up.
Mm-hmm.
Need any more help negotiating with the hag? I'm at your service. So,
Thank you, Simone the
au
Mud.
revoir for now.
Thank you. The Feywild way?
Appreciate it. Sorry, still getting used to it. We gotta talk to. We gotta talk to somebody else. We gotta talk to some guy about finding that like rare ingredient that Bavlorna wants.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that would be me.
Oh, how convenient! Hey, Vlog.
Yep.
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Hey,
I
I'm
waved to
Vlog,
the alligator
everyone.
that I made friends with.
Yeah, this is Razor.
Hello,
My other
Razor.
one is over there, Whetstone. Come on, say hi,
Whetstone.
Whetstone. Hey, there they are. You see this large crocodilian just flip-flopping over and slumps into the mud. Oh, they've eaten too much, I think. Well, anyway, how can I be of service? You said you wanted to speak to me?
Yes, you were looking for something.
Oh, yes, I was tasked with a great mission. Except, I've been a little bit hesitant, and you'll understand why if you knew just what's at stake. Bavlorna wants to add to her menagerie of beasties, and well, there's this big one known as a frogimoth. Except it's more than a beast to us bullywug. It's pretty much a god.
So,
You heard of one?
have I?
Have you? They're really big.
That was for you, Chris.
You must have heard of one.
That was for you, Chris.
Frogimoth?
Have I heard of one?
No, you haven't. Frogimoth. He's happy to tell you about it. They are massive amphibian predators. 4 tentacles, 3 eyes, and well, us bullywugs, we revere them. They're like the god of frogs, frog god.
Sure, you tell me I have to kill Frog God?
Well, I don't want to. But Bavlorna seems to think it'll make a great addition to her taxidermy collection. So there you go. But I'm almost certain I would die. It is a fool's errand.
Could you tell us where to find it?
Consider us the fools.
Well, here's an old tale that the abandoned Bullywug village was unable to keep up with the sacrifices, and then this Frogimoth got really angry and killed them all. I could take you to the abandoned village, but it's a spoopy place. I would say you best gear up in case it's still there. No one goes back there anymore. It's a sad reminder of a civilization of noble bullywugs lost.
And this is a different village that the Marrow destroyed?
Yes. Different one.
Okay.
We've lost a lot of bullywugs in our time.
Yeah, it
It's all
seems
kind
like
of
you
gone
guys...
to shit.
Yeah, it seems like you guys aren't too long for this world.
No. That's why we kind of... We didn't have many options left. Otherwise, Bavlorna's little downfall village would have been low on the list.
I'd hope so. I really would.
Yes.
Yeah, if you wanna, maybe first thing in the morning.
Morning.
Oh, God, I hate it here.
What's morning?
You know, let's sleep. Let's go to sleep, and then we'll do it after we wake up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I need to sleep off this big feast. He pats his belly.
Yeah, I can tell.
Baird will say, we'll say to Vaike, also, our deal does have a time limit, so you're aware. And Baird will give, like, the time as it currently is at this point. The, like, what would we be at? We'd be at, like...
We're like 30 minutes in.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost, yeah. Alright, well, I'll be by the sinking palace, and if you need me or you want to get going, let me know. Come on, Razor.
I presume the alligators are just the goodest of Creek boys from what we can tell.
Yeah, they are always kept fed, so they never really snap at anyone out of hunger.
Well, let's go. What else are we gonna do for her? We gotta look for this missing page, and we need a box of animals.
Page and package. I will call to if he's still. I will say to Mundle Mud, before he walks away, and say, "Would you happen to know if Gullop or anyone else took a page?"
Mundle Mud. Well, it is possible. Maybe King Gullop. He had the book the longest, but he is long gone from the village now.
Do you know where he may have kept it?
I cannot say. Maybe on his person, but I'll have a look around the canopy.
You think is there a cushion on his throne?
Is it under the cushion of his throne?
Wow.
Yeah. He goes and has a quick look. He lifts it up. The only thing you see under there are like squashed insects.
A single gold piece.
I'm afraid not.
We can ask the Royal Executioner.
Grey Cloak? Yeah, Grey Cloak.
Yeah.
No.
You want to ask him if he knew? No, he had the book. Maybe he ripped it out.
Sure. I'll approach Grey Cloak.
You pose.
Yeah.
Pose the question.
Yeah.
And he quickly narrows it down for you by saying, a ripped page. Yes, I remember there was one missing around the middle. But, it wasn't me. I found it like that.
just rolling this for the sake of just.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for information. Best to roll it.
He seems to be. He doesn't seem to be hesitant. Seems to be pretty straightforward. He knows exactly what you're talking about. And he doesn't feel like he's hiding anything. Doesn't look anywhere near as nervous as he did when you were asking about whereabouts the book was.
Okay. I'll say, I will say, I'll sort of nod and go, all right, that narrows it down to
one suspect.
one, maybe two, if Bundleman is the one that took it in the first place, because we don't know who took it from the hut in the first place.
Oh, it probably was Mundlemud.
Does Mundlemud look like he's trying to get away? Like he's trying to like shuffle away really fast? Or is he?
He said he would go and check for you. You know, and so he's gone to do that, and he's clearly making a show of like looking under cushions and lifting up bits of rock. But after that, he kind of shrugs, and he's still covered in mud and muck, so he does start to walk away.
Hold on, let's go press this guy, Bird.
Yep.
Mud.
Okay.
You can't
stop him near the bridge.
You can't run from me. Can you come over here, Mudbloods? I don't want to be by those heads. They make me uncomfortable.
Very well. What is it now?
So, right. So three people had the book, to our understanding, right?
Oh,
You're one of them, and I vividly remember, Gullup had written down information on a piece of paper, which wasn't from the book. It was his own piece of paper. So, whoever this missing page is probably... You probably have it, is what I'm trying to get at.
Is that so?
That is so.
I'm the prime suspect, is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Gullup likely would have, considering that he knew we were returning the book, he likely wouldn't have absconded so easily if he knew there was a reason Bevlorna would continue to come after him.
Well, I can tell you I do not have the page.
But you ripped it out.
You can roll insight checks.
I don't need an insight. I know from the way he phrased that, the Feywild way that he phrased it.
Yeah,
it does feel. If you got it, yeah, you feel like you get the impression he is trying to avoid not lie, like trying to not lie, and so you see a little twizzle on his mustache, and maybe just a wry grin, as though he's been caught in a little slip up. But he says, "Well, that may be so, but you have to get creative here, Vaike, in this place. When dealing with hags, you need some kind of leverage. You see, if ever she was to betray me, for example, delivering a terrible message that her thread has been stolen, she wouldn't hesitate to swallow me on the spot. But then I have a ace up my sleeve, don't I?
You do.
I can tell her, no, don't kill me. I know where your missing page is.
That's very good. You know, you gotta have some sort of insurance.
Insurance, my friend.
We can give her the information that you helped us find it.
And then what? She finds out who stole it. She would definitely press for questions. She'd ask, well, who stole it? How did it get there?
She didn't ask those questions with the book. She was just glad that we gave it back to her.
You sure about that? I don't know. Hags seem like spiteful ones, hold a grudge. I mean, look
That's
how
what the book's
they
for.
behave with their sisters, eh?
Mhm.
Always trying to get their own back.
Well, it seems like what's gonna happen is we're gonna go there, gonna tell her about what happened with. We're gonna give her some bad news. Gonna offer our assistance to help her get back. We're also gonna get some more of our lost things. It seems like she's gonna have a lot on her plate. And now that you don't have to wait on King Gullop, I feel like you shouldn't be delivering any bad news anytime soon.
You can perhaps give me a persuasion check.
I'll help. I'll gladly help with that.
Okay. What do you say to help?
I will say, what we're offering here is, considering that things will be quite a lot more calm around here at this rate. Likely bad news will be far and few between. And the emotions towards like Splog and everyone getting along.
Okay.
Actually like working with things. And he says, a bit of cooperation in Downfall may be in order.
Yeah. Okay, roll a persuasion check with advantage.
Come on. Woo!
Wow.
Double one.
Oh, nice. that
wow.
new charisma is really showing
Yep.
through.
Let's go,
It's almost
Steve.
as
High
though-
five. I'm gonna high five myself.
Vaike
It
too.
hurts. Yeah. It stabs a little bit. It hurts, but it's good. Yeah, actually, you could high five yourself. Yeah,
Yep.
actually, I just realized actually Vaike too could do it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Anyway, sorry. So Mandelmar says, and I suppose you have a plan for this? You're not just trying to get favor with the hag?
Yeah, we're gonna
No.
we're gonna exchange it for one of the lost things. See,
have a
we're on a quest looking for lost things, and she said she could offer up something if we bring her back this page.
We help people.
I
That's
see.
what we do.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not sure how this helps me, but
It means
I would tell you.
unless you
Mhm.
have a deal with her, you can be free of her. Could even leave if you wanted.
No, I am not so foolish as to make a deal with Bavlona, but I am also wise enough not to move against her without good reason.
Yeah, that's
And,
fair.
well, let's see the page. Where is it? Where did I put it? I almost think I tried to forget myself just in case Shiva
Mm-hmm.
really interrogated me. He thinks for a moment. Well, the pages were waterproof, so it made sense to put it under here.
Woo.
Out the way, balloon.
Oh, with that stupid rock.
The rock.
Yep. He hops up onto a nearby rock, and he says, "I had someone keep it guard, but I think. Wait a minute. Someone has found the rock. The location has been compromised. It says. He turns to you. How would it be you? You would not insult yourself, surely. It says Vaike is dumb as a rock.
Wait, it says Vaike is dumb as a rock?
Not
Yeah, look
anymore,
close.
because it only lasts for an hour.
Oh, someone must have thought it funny and engraved it instead.
What?
Ah.
Oh, I'm gonna kill that candy man, gingerbread man.
Excuse me, good rock. It's sorry to wake you from your nap, but I request that piece of paper that you are sitting on. You see the Galabdur begin to roll over. His face kind of he wipes away the sleep from his eyes, which is actually in fact just pond scum, and then looks and blinks around. Tired. He looks around, his little stumpy legs stand up in the water, barely enough to get him like waist height. Says, the piece of paper is still here. I haven't moved in a long, long time. He leans down and digs through the muck for a moment and pulls forth this very soggy piece of paper, but otherwise it stays in one piece. This thing. Oui, that is it. And the Galabdur goes to hand it over and then puts out his hand with the other hand and like palm open. I am sorry, sir, I did not remember we negotiated for a price, but you hear a slight grinding, gravelly moan from the Galabdur.
Don't worry, I got it. I'll take out one of my money rocks and I'll put it into his hand.
You have one money rock left.
Yeah,
Hold on. Jack has a shit ton though.
Yeah. Is he rich?
Wait, yeah, I got 6 left.
Here, tip the man. Come on, he did a good job keeping it safe.
We can't give him 7.
Okay, we'll give him 3. Is 3
Give
good
him
enough for
3.
you?
It was more than 3 hours, that's for sure. I see. Jack says, it's gonna have to be 8.
It's gonna be 8?
But you don't got a money rock on you, do you?
My inventory says 2.
Perfect.
Yep, I'll hand them to.
All right. Here you go. Extra slippery. And he hands over 8 money rocks. The Galabdur looks down at the payment, and you see a tiny. He has to force it, but like there's a tiny crack in his cheeks, as though he hasn't smiled in forever, and it like actually cracks a smile.
Currency.
Yes.
These are good rocks.
Yeah, they're money rocks. You can buy a whole lot with those. That's
Right.
2.5 punches in the face.
No. These aren't money rocks. These are priceless. And he tucks them away in his little hole where I would say it's where he sits. It's like there's a little indentation.
Yeah.
And he sits. Yeah, and he sits back down, parks himself back inside, and then ducks his head
It's a
away.
nest. They're not money rocks, they're eggs.
Mm-hmm.
They're eggs. Oh my god.
They're eggs.
I don't want
He's
more of that
incubating
guy.
them. Yeah, they're growing to new Galabdurs.
Yeah, there'll just be more stepping stones next time we look at this map.
Yeah, there'll be more stepping stones. Yeah,
Mhm.
excellent. Yeah, all right. So I think with that, then you got the missing page.
Sir Mundlemud, if you gotta deliver some bad news to Babalorna, let me do it for you. It's the least I could do.
Very well. He hands over the parchment to you.
Thank you.
Just
Wait, Baird will.
I appreciate it.
Yes. He hops away and says, I hope the person who you're giving the last thing to appreciates it.
They will, and I appreciate you, sir.
He takes a gracious bow and then heads off towards perhaps his own private estate.
His house.
Oh yeah, he's got his own keep, hasn't he? Yeah.
Yep.
Looks like Lilybog Keep.
Is that a balloon coming in with Notus and Clapperclaw on it?
That's right. Yep, incoming. They're actually pretty good at piloting this thing. You have no issues at all. You've rolled really, really well, and it's a soft, safe landing. And Ikrin says, "A round of applause, please, for Notus, Badan, and Clapperclaw. They certainly helped us well. They are naturals. I think they were not born in the saddle, but perhaps born in the basket of a balloon."
Born in a table.
Does Ikrin have that tattoo, born in the basket?
On like a cool leather jacket,
definitely like monogrammed on the back of his coat, born in the basket. Oh my god!
If he doesn't already, I'm gonna make him one. I'm literally just saying that on the back of his jacket.
Hell yeah!
Yeah. He totally would love that. Actually, he says, "Yeah, if you could."
Yeah, I'll
He
stick
takes
down
off his
and
jacket.
I'll do that to his jacket.
Stitch it in.
Born in a
Nice.
basket and like a picture, like a frog, like a frog in a balloon basket.
Yeah, it looks like a little, like instead of a stork carrying a basket, it's like the balloon, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You could have like storks in the background, just like flying over. But yeah, awesome.
Wow,
that's so good. Nice.
A
Yeah,
swamp gas
I'll-
balloon biker gang. That's what we need.
Wow. So
We
good.
better run into him now. Sometime we better run into him.
Balloon biking thing. Love it. Well, Notus here has passed their training. They are now balloon certified.
Nice. So we can go back to Elmer's Tower, get the balloon, we can fix it up and fly it back here.
It's Elmer's Tower? Is that where it is? The
Yeah.
Planty Tower.
Yeah.
It landed there.
Hey. Well, why is he getting farther away? Where are you going? Is he going there already?
He's on his way to the tower.
He's already on his way.
Bridge.
You must hurry, let's go.
I guess we collect Ulric and collect the probably only mildly delirious Garreth and follow it.
Seems like Garreth ran off. I think Garreth just
No, we
went
took him. We
somewhere.
went to Lilybog Keep. We had Gold Tick and Mischief take me to Lilybog Keep.
Yeah, Garreth is taking a nap.
I hope Ikrin's not actually
Okay.
going there.
What? Garreth is waking up and he's like, "Where is the group? Oh wait, we need to take the crates." So I'll go to Ilic's house, and there is no one there.
Yeah, well,
I'll just break in.
no.
Leave a note.
What's Garrett doing? Why are you breaking down doors?
I'm not breaking down doors. I'm breaking in.
Oh god. Meanwhile, Garrett, you want to give me a Constitution save with advantage, as you're getting treatment from Morgul and Glok.
Oh no!
No.
You're getting somewhat better, but it's still you probably ate a full dose of these hypnotic mushrooms here. What were they from again?
They were from
So,
Baborna's distillery. They were like distilled.
Oh
like,
yeah, that's right. These are built for a hag with a hearty constitution, and then God knows how high her con is, but it must be insanely high in order to drink this stuff. She's probably acclimated to it, but yeah, first dose for you is just knocked you on the head. Morgoth's sort of shaking her head. Glottig, do we have anything to sober him up? Maybe. I could look around. There might be some ingredients. He starts going through. We got some mint tea leaves. I don't know.
Mint tea
Maybe
leaves?
these. Something. Smelling salts. Will they work?
Mischief just
This is
licks
where
his
they're going.
face.
Gold tick.
Okay.
Oh no.
Go ahead. Give me another
Like
con
smelling
save
salt
with
smell
advantage.
bad enough. I can only imagine what Mischief's like mouth smells like.
It's doing the job apparently.
Oh.
Thank you, Mischief.
From all the stuff, all the contaminants Mischief has on their tongue, apparently some of them are enough to counteract the hypnotic spores that are ingested. And after a few doses of Mischief saliva, you start to come around, and your blurry vision coalesces onto
Spores and
two
the
big
hypno
eyes
frog
staring
men.
at you. Yeah, Hypno Frog.
Hypno frog.
Hypno Toad.
Alright.
Jack, you're big. Where-
Let's head down to
Ah.
Illich's
Well,
house.
you speak funny.
Garreth, you're finally awake, finally. You're the voice of coalesces into the voice of Glottic. Mischief, that did the trick. Well done. Morgoth's also like, well, the rest of your friends are trying to pick up the slack. They are perhaps still in downfall, but do you want Mischief to take you there? You can take Vaike's armor with you.
Oh, yeah. But where are they're at the Sunken Palace, right? Let's do
Mhm.
that.
Last I heard. All right, Morgoth sets you up on Mischief, and away you go. All right. Garreth, you find a quick direction from the rest of the sinking palace. They spot you. They say that they were spotted heading towards the
Not the detour past Alex.
the balloon. Do you want to go past Illigs? Oh, okay. Go on
Yeah.
I feel like after we're done with
I mean,
this guy,
we need to bring
we
up
would
the
also head
crate,
to-
so
we would also head to Illigs after we're done
make
with
sure.
this.
Okay, is Alec there? It's closed.
The door is locked. Yeah.
Were there any windows or what's the word? Squeak second watch through. Can
To
I have?
this building, no. The
Yes.
Bullywug huts are pretty dark and dingy, but also they didn't want anyone peering in because they were up to no good. So even if there was a window, it's probably covered from the inside.
That's cheat.
What do you want to do? There's still a way in for you, at least. You'd need Jack.
Yeah, Jack. I need Jack.
Which you
Or I
can
need
recall Jack.
visual.
Don't forget you can
okay,
recall Jack as an action.
That's true. Is it an action? Yeah, I'm gonna resummon Jack.
Yep.
Oh,
Okay.
I watched
So,
Jack just like turns into it.
Yeah, Jack pretty much just turns into a normal pumpkin, falls onto the floor, and then just rolls away.
I look at it and I'm like, Gareth's awake.
Oh, Gareth's awake. Well, let's go find him, guys.
Meanwhile, Garreth, you feel a trembling in your hand as you see a pumpkin seed push out from your skin and then rapidly grow into a full-size jack. Oh, I get vertigo when you do that.
I'll grab the Jack pumpkin as
Yeah.
it's rolling away. It's like just
Can you
No,
see if we
it's
can
rolling
get
too
inside?
fast.
it's rolling too far away. Can I use?
Disappears,
Oh no!
Aw.
vanishes. All right, Mr. Mr. Garreth. Would you like me to go in?
Yeah. We need to get the crates out.
All right. He appears inside. Oh yeah, this thing's too heavy. Yeah, you do it. He unlocks the door from the inside.
Yeah. Okay, and then pick up the crates. Oh, and we need to leave notes.
Wait, you're just stealing this
There.
stuff?
No?
What happened to reciprocity?
Ding the crate to recipients. It's gonna be okay. Bye. And we leave the notes.
Okay.
Close the door. Lock the door.
Teleports in, locks the door, and teleports back out.
Technically,
Hey,
No, that was
yeah.
easy.
you left the note.
I left the notes. Yeah, basically I'm saying, yeah, don't worry, I'm delivering it for you. Because
Yeah,
Ulric
no problem.
wasn't the owner, but Lorna apparently was. Her name is on
It's
the
true,
chest.
yeah.
So I'm giving
Forever.
it to Mischief to carry it for me.
Oh yeah, like tying it to Mischief's saddle.
Oh, is Mischief is holding it in his mouth?
Yeah.
Sure. When you see Garreth riding atop Mischief, you see he's gonna got a square shape to his cheeks, like a hamster, but like there's a big square shape. And then he just blab, lets loose a burp, and a crate tumbles out. He begins licking the crate clean. It's just
Beto put it in the portable hole in the meantime.
Okay.
You were looking very cuboid when you approached Mischief.
Oh, hey, the gang's all together.
Where's
Are we
Ulric?
all ready?
Oh, there he is.
Ulric's here.
We got the pouch?
Ulric is still tripping.
We got the page, but
Yep.
not the pouch.
What pouch are we getting? What's the
Char.
pouch?
Ulric's
Oh.
pouch points.
Yeah, they're on the punch in the face list now. They kind of finessed us, so we're gonna go snitch on them to Bavlorna.
Oh.
Which might be dangerous,
Why?
because Mundelbud said it could be dangerous.
Why?
Because she might get upset about the message.
Oh, but what's she gonna do? Eat me? I'll punch her in the face.
Oh, I do look at the page, but you don't have to do that now, Chris.
Oh yeah, you had it be the
Yeah,
page,
yeah.
right? I want to see what's on the page.
Ooh, what is
I
on the page?
totally forgot to add what was on the page, but I will add it later to your notes so you have
I
that
see.
information. But
Awesome.
yeah, that missed me.
Oh, no.
All right. The last thing to do, I guess, is try and get back Octavian's heart and Clapperclaw's skull. Oh no, Elmer's thumbs
Elmer's
as well, right?
thumbs.
No, there's so much, and we
Okay.
need spare parts.
It may be best actually for us to deliver the crate now. Ask for the thumbs.
And then
Then
go
we
back.
can go back to Elmer.
Get the
Mm,
balloon. So we can get 2 items right now. I feel like we should get Clapperclaw's skull, and we should get thumbs.
Yeah.
thumbs.
Okay. Sound good.
Yeah.
So you will
we'll ask
head on
Ikrin.
over back to Babylon's.
Yeah, we'll ask Ikrin to just hover like nearby while we like deal with this. Like
Wait.
basically like we can
Wait.
like because we're gonna go to Elmer right now, like afterwards.
Oh, Yeah, keep the AC keep the heater on in the car. We'll be right back.
You're heading over to Bavlona's?
Mhm.
Well, hold on. Let me give you a ride. Best not
Okay.
deal with what's in the water.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that's a great
Okay,
way.
so he just actually gets you on the balloon and then just drops you off on the balcony.
I feel like me and Ulric.
He's expertly controlled.
And me and Ulric will carry the crate.
You got it. All right. Let's take you to the cottage again. All right.
We've been
Okay,
told we're allowed to come and go, so we don't need to knock, so we can just walk in.
Yeah, kick
Not
the door
wait-
down.
You head
You
on
don't
in.
need to knock.
We've been told we can come and go as long as we're doing things like
That's
things
fair.
like that's why I
So,
asked, so that we could have
Bavlorna is at. Bavlorna is in the main pool anyway. The preservation pool. So you see her immediately as you enter in through the balcony door.
Yeah, we
For entering, I guess I'm gonna apply some rouge.
Yeah. What's that? Okay. Friends. You're casting that on
Myself.
who? You can't
Friends
cast
is-
it on
Fri-
yourself.
Friends is a self spell.
it is actually.
Directed at one creature of your choice. So you just have to
it will.
designate
It will be
creature.
It will be directed at Bavlorna.
Okay.
The way it's written. Oh wait. Yeah, it makes sense. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Never mind. Never mind. Yeah, and this is why
There's a chance.
And this is why
It would
don't like
it
the
will work,
spell.
but
Yeah, no, this is a too big of a risk.
there's a chance that she fails the con save and you're fine.
It's a wisdom
we
save.
know her con
sorry,
is high.
wisdom
It's
save.
a wisdom and
save, right? Wisdom save.
And hags are known to have a high wisdom. That's not gonna. I'm not gonna take.
Well,
the
you've
risk.
seen her wisdom.
Yeah, we know her wisdom is sucks.
It's true.
Yeah.
You've actually seen it. It's not that high.
I'm still not gonna risk it. Not while we are
Alright,
on semi-friendly terms.
So, speaking of friendly, you see Bavlorna is giving her lawnlings a hard time, it seems. A few of them have gathered up, April included. And she is saying, well, where is he? And the others look kind of sheepish towards one another. And April's like, I don't know. I was brewing your mushroom brew as you asked. And she looks around and says, better not be skiving. I know your kind. You'll go hide in the goblin heads. Try and avoid me, eh? One of you must know where Eepy is.
Oh, we're talking about Eepy?
Wait, isn't AP the one that had an accident in the attic with the shadow?
She glares at these little lawnlings.
The right ones, eh?
And one of them's sweating.
Barrett.
And it says, Zerd says,
I found them. They were killed by a shadow. Their life was stolen from them. This shriveled little husk, like a frog dried out in the sun.
That's all true. I'm gonna put myself in between Zerd and Babylon.
You're in the way then.
I am.
Oh no.
Vaike 2 is here, by the way. I don't know where Vaike 2 is, but he's supposed to be here. I need my support. I need my service animal, Vaike 2. My therapy dog.
Oh, emotional support Vaike.
My emotional support Vaike.
Yeah. She says, out of the way, Vaike.
Hold on. Let me explain myself. When I had gone upstairs to retrieve my lost thing, as per our agreement, I found a shadow that was being controlled by Charm, who you were so graciously entertaining downstairs. And it turns out that she had actually stolen one of your things. It was like a spool of wool that like made you like be sad or something. She had stolen that from you.
Mm.
So she actually was the one that killed Eepy. Now, before you take your anger out on the little ones, we are more than welcome to help
We're
you.
willing.
We're willing because they also crossed us to help you get some revenge. If you want to cook up a scheme that we could help with.
She is seething. But give me a persuasion check, quick, Vaike.
13.
You see her gritting her teeth. Her eyes are bulging wide, and her mouth begins to open wide. And, well, that's a failure in this instance. It's not enough to convince her of this. You say you're trying to get in the way of the Lawnlings, specifically Zerd, right?
I'll take the bite. I'll take the bite for the Lawnling.
Well, she doesn't want to bite you necessarily. So you can give me an athletics check.
Athletics? Hell yeah.
Yeah. She's going to push you out of the way. Okay.
It's an 11.
Well, that's not good. Yeah.
Wait a
Oh,
minute.
wow, I rolled shit too.
Oh.
She tries to push you out of the way. Says, "Step aside, Vaike. This one needs to be punished. We're not telling me immediately."
Look, do not. If you want to punish, you take a bite out of me. Don't. You're not biting this little thing. One bite.
Wait a minute. Baird will speak up and say, technically speaking, they were waiting for us to leave, and they've told you immediately upon our leaving. They didn't want to interrupt.
Sounds like they only spilled the beans once you revealed the truth. Otherwise, they would have kept it a secret this whole time. And I do not like secrets.
That's fair. We went to go to Charm to go figure out what happened, but they were kind of being assholes, so they left us and were laughing at us. So that's why we came back here to tell you. We were going to try to resolve things amicably.
Tried to find out what had happened. We didn't really understand. We don't really know much about. Where none of us know how to make shadows.
Curses. Curse upon that charm. She played me for a fool. And I was so hospitable to her. She's broken all the rules.
She goes to bite you, Vaike.
Mm-hmm.
Did you say chill?
Ooh.
Ouch.
Dude, 29 hit
And
points, I
you
feel like
are-
a new man.
You are also grappled as a result of this. And you felt this before. In
Mhm.
fact, it was all in the vision. And she's now talking whilst with a vague stuffed like into the back of her throat. She's like, "That charm, she's getting a book. Can you tell her? This is the last thing I do. She's working for Endling, possibly."
Mischief is just sat to one side, like, oh.
She
She
gets
sees
to
what
eat
he
him,
wants
but
to make.
I want to eat Vaike.
look, I understand that you're mad, Babalordo, but can you spit me out now? You got your bite.
What?
What?
Tastes disgusting.
Yep.
Oh,
He spits you back out.
did we mention that we found a very nice page?
Oh, yeah, we also did find a page.
And the
Her demeanor
the
suddenly
delivery.
shifts.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, and I guess Mischief at this point spits out the crate again.
Mhm.
Or oh no, you're carrying it on your Ulric. Yeah, so you set it down if you want.
Yeah.
And we had a
She
delivery.
starts sighing,
Mm-hmm.
and she seems to calm down after a moment.
I see. This doesn't make me any less angry about charm.
Oh no, we're pissed at Charm too. Don't worry.
How about we could put that on our list
I
of
will
things?
settle.
We deal with charm. We have a list of
You
chores.
say
for
you're collectors. You say you find lost things after all.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Very well.
I mean, we did find
Little
your lost
trinket
shipment.
finders.
We could definitely.
Very good. Go get my spool then. Bring it back and you can have another lost thing.
Well, we want to kind of for this one. This one's personal. We want something in particular.
Don't push your luck, Vaike. What is it?
You know the creature spare parts upstairs?
Oh, yes.
We'd like to take them.
What? Why do you want that? Baird will say, "Why do you want that?"
Why?
Like Baird will like say that like that's not even on our like what?
I mean, it was, but it isn't as important.
That's not really meaningful.
That's exactly why, because we're not going to be doing this for like we don't know where. I mean, we know where they are, but that's something far ahead. That's why.
Are you suggesting that we take spare parts as an assistant right now?
No. I'm saying that like when we get back with the spool, we get
why
spare
do
parts.
we want Baird will say, why do we want that? Oh, the spare. Oh yeah, spare parts. Sorry, spare parts. I thought you were talking about the snake. My brain moved.
Oh no!
No, spare parts.
We want the snakes.
I thought Baird was trying to deceive Bavlorna by going, "What? We don't want that. That's worthless," and trying downplay the value of it.
I can
If you
roll
want to
with
play
that.
it off, you can do that.
I can play it off that way. It's fine. I can.
Yeah, you can roll a deception check, Baird.
I actually like Vaike is being weird. Like,
She says, Okay, I'll roll an insight check for her.
because it was definitely
That's one.
Damn.
She says,
Damn.
Spare parts, eh?
Yep.
Nobody has cared about spare parts before.
She looks around, notices something, and says, Tell me, Monarch of the Witchlight Carnival.
That's me.
It couldn't be because you know poor little Diana Cloppington, would it?
Oh, you've met her?
She works at the
It's
carnival. You're the
isn't it the
monarch of the
centaur?
carnival.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense now. I see. So this does mean something to you.
It has to. Come on, you know me. I'm not trying to deceive you.
Something meaningful for
Well,
revenge.
But you have to
Well,
promise not to
this
lay a
is-
finger on spare parts until we get back here. You can't try doing anything fishy.
I mean, that would
I will.
assume part
I'll
of the
promise not to lay a finger on spare parts, so long as you promise to lay every finger on charm.
I'm gonna extend a hand to Bavlorna as to strike a deal.
Wait, with whose fingers? Like, Baird will be like clear, like just Vake's, like what, like do we all need to?
There is a punch in the face for charm from you in this hand right now.
I don't just want to punch. I want that shadow to stop creeping around forever.
Ooh. We're talking about like
You
death here.
understand? Death? In the Feywild? That's not quite what I had in mind. I simply want her shadow to be still.
Ooh.
Whatever that takes.
Ooh.
Usually, a strong light banishes a shadow.
So we
You
gotta
have
find
a deal.
So we gotta find a way to get a strong light on her at all times.
Wait.
Yes.
Well, you got any? You give me some information on how I can achieve that. We got a deal.
Radiant damage. Do I have to spell it out? Use radiant damage, man.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you. Yes, that's all I needed.
Wait a minute.
Oh no,
Okay.
that's not what I said.
Kill her with radiant damage.
And she grabs a hold of your hand and shakes it.
I hope
It feels a slight
Snicker
stab.
Snag. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
What? Ah,
Other hand.
damn little thorny vine.
She dunks her hand into the water
But yes,
to like
one
ease the
thing,
pain.
we have the page, and I will hand it to her and say, for that we want Elmer's thumbs. And
Please.
Elmer's thumbs.
and I get the crate and I say,
And
which I'm gonna confer with the party as out of character real quick. What do we want out of our list of things for the crate? Because we need Elmer's thumbs right now. So
yeah, so we get thumbs and we get Capricorn skull, I think.
yep, Clapper.
I
Yeah.
kinda have an idea for how we're gonna get Octavian's heart. So I feel like for that we need
Alright.
something to replace it.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Yeah.
So-
we
got
need a new fridge.
Yeah.
Clapper Claus, Clapper Claus
Good shout.
Stag Skull for this one.
Stag skulls for the crate of carcasses. What was it? Elmer's thumbs. I almost
Mhm.
forgotten I had
Yeah.
those.
Yeah, we need to maintain the wells.
And there's a
She
balloon
goes to
stuck
lean
in this
off the-
house.
Okay. She goes to maneuver her lily pad over. She doesn't move herself, but the lily pad hovers over towards this door,
I'll help
and
move
she
it.
says, "Help move the lily pad."
Yeah, I'll help her.
The lily pad moves of its own accord,
Oh, whoa.
without any gesture from Bavlorna.
It's like a Roomba.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You could say that. Yeah, it actually is able to also.
She's sitting
In
on a
fact-
Roomba.
So I'm just thinking, like when the cats sit on top
When the
of
cats are on it and the
Roombas.
Yeah.
She's sitting there with her. She's sitting there.
That's
with
why
her
the
head.
room is a circle, you guys.
Mhm.
That's it. So she can just bump around.
Mhm.
It's got little rotating like vines on the bottom, just cleaning the surface of the lake.
There you go.
She's sitting there with her 8 head,
Yeah.
going around in a circle, like the world's most like the world's smallest lazy river.
Yep.
Mhm.
And as she's like moving on, I'll look at Zerd and I'll be like, hey, are you all right?
Yes. I'm alive. I'm alive.
Zed
The Lord
kind of goes
remember that.
to the back.
Mhm.
I'm alive. You see Squimp and April give him a hug.
No, not you.
And slaps
Oh,
April
no.
away.
Whoa! You don't
Aw.
want to eat this guy. I'll go over and I'll hug April.
That's April.
Aw.
That's
Okay. April says, "All right. I'll go get the thing for you.
Yeah.
Elmer's thumbs.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Mhm.
It's holding. Avlona, it's holding your masterpiece together. You sure?
We'll find something
Masterpiece?
else to stitch it back together. Huh?
May I see?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I want to see too.
What is it? What is
Okay,
it?
we haven't gone into this room,
I'm nosy.
but yeah, you can look around. In this room is a horse's head leering at you with glossy eyes, its lips drawn back from pointed yellow teeth. The head is actually affixed to a large 8-limbed armature made of wicker and wire, situated so that it faces the doorway where you entered. There's crates everywhere. There's like tools. There's drawers with like different kind of glassy eyes and taxidermy pieces. Flies buzz around this disordered room, landing occasionally on animal carcasses that lay strewn in small piles. On a low table rests the tools, the saws, knives, scrapers, hand-cranked drills, sewing threads and needles, and around several taxidermy subjects in various stages in completion. And this one seems to be the masterpiece, so to speak. There's also a shelf that looks on the verge of collapse, leaning against a wall between two windows that bears the weight of a dozen stuffed horrors. Each one is an artless combination of 2 or more animals. And she gestures towards the masterpiece that has these strange-looking pins stuck in the neck. Yeah, are you sure about this?
Yes, there's plenty of other ways to stitch a thing back together again. In fact, that spool will do just nicely. I'll sew its head on.
Okay.
Baird will reach into the portable hole and pull out 2 arrows and say, "In the meantime," and like motion them over towards Bavlorna if she wants to take them.
Arrows, eh?
They work as pins, do they not?
She looks at you for a moment.
April, grab something from the drawer.
Okay. April comes out. Roll me a D100, Baird.
We almost caught her. We almost gave her something.
Yeah.
Nice try.
6. Woo!
Okay. 6. She hands you a golden pendant charm shaped like a leprechaun.
A leprechaun?
Um,
Or a
yeah.
leprechaun? Okay.
Leprechaun.
It's a gold little dwarf, little imp.
He says, there we go.
Insert Baird just
that
being. Yep. I'll take out 2. I'll remove 2 of the arrows from the
April takes the arrows and hands you the pendant.
Yep.
And as April pulls the thumbs out, you realize they are like really, really sharp at one end, and they act like thumbtacks, just pinning the head together.
Oh man.
There. Your thumbtacks.
Yep, I take them.
I'm expecting good things from you. Bring back the spool and the news of Charm's demise.
Shadow?
Yes, a banished shadow. You can retrieve your precious spare parts. Do say hi to Diana, though, if you ever see her.
Will do.
I do wonder how she's doing. She looks over towards the mirror as she says this.
Baird will go.
Mirror?
Does that mirror let you see the carnival?
Yeah, the standing mirror.
Can I see what she's looking at?
Well, that was part of Diana's performance, wasn't it? The mirror.
It was.
She's on the carousel, wasn't she? Oh, yes, you're right.
No,
on
her
the big
performance
top.
in the
Yes.
big top.
Oh, she did.
Absolutely. You remember that, yeah. It was indeed.
Oh, wow.
She went into a mirror and emerged back as like Her
So
and
don't
her
touch the
horse went
mirror.
into the mirror and then returned out as a full
Mm.
centaur-like creature. Mm-hmm.
She says, "Now, get out of my cottage.
Hold on,
You're far too colorful."
we're getting the skull real quick.
April.
Ugh. April, go get the skull.
Yeah, okay. I'll be back. Scampers up the stairs.
Before
And
we leave, can I just approach Bavlorna?
yes,
Um,
he hovers above you.
I've been told that you might be able to fix this, and I'm just gonna.
Show the mask.
Yeah.
Hmm. Interesting. This has been cracked from misuse by the lynx. Hold on a minute.
It was an
You,
accident.
you actually do you hand it to her, or you just showing
No, I'm
her?
just showing it to her.
Okay, good. All right. Because she seems to almost sort of veer away from it once she realizes what it is.
I wouldn't want to touch this. Not even with a barge pole.
So you can't fix
Who
it.
made this? Oh, I know someone who could. They specialize in masks. Yes, my sister. Bitter End.
Oh.
She loves dabbling with all these kinds of things. But something about that just... Ugh. Gives me the creeps. You could always try with Scab. She dabbles with little toys. But if you want a quick fix here and now, well, it'll certainly cost you something.
What's the cost?
What's the offer?
Do you like gems?
No.
No.
Unless... Well, I use some as eyes for my taxidermy, but otherwise they're far too glittery and pretty.
Oh, okay. I mean, I have a hematite I could trade, but that's about it.
What about sewing needles? You seem to like sewing. I've got some really nice ones.
She gestures towards like a door behind you, and you see one of the lawnlings head open it, and there's just a billion sewing needles and spools.
You should know, anyone who uses sewing always has an endless supply. They seem to never run out.
Do you like pumpkin cupcakes?
She looks around, raises an eyebrow. Well, if she had one, says,
Food, now you're talking my language.
So I have this magical...
You're going to offer up Jack? They do look rather delicious.
No.
Oh.
I have this pumpkin cupcake that magically regenerates itself in a paper cup at each dawn.
Hmm.
You just keep that on you. Every morning, you got yourself a pumpkin cupcake.
Don't even have to make it or wait for it.
Don't even gotta make it. It's just there.
she hovers over towards you.
Might have a taste test if I don't mind.
You can have a taste test. Is this gonna help the deal?
It hasn't been eaten
Possibly.
today. It's actually quite good.
All right. I'll produce it.
Squimp!
Squimp! Squimp rushes over.
Take a bite.
Squimp! Oh. Eats a bite of the cupcake. It's only a small
no.
piece because they are a small, little, tiny fae.
Tastes very sweet. Tastes very spongy, and Babylon is yes. Good texture. Yeah, what about the emotions? Is there anything else? Tell me, what does it make you feel, Squimp? And I'll let you decide, Vague. Perhaps, what do these pumpkin cupcakes actually give an emotion, or are they simply just pumpkin cupcakes?
Oh, if they have to give an emotion, they
These
probably
pumpkin pumpkin
That's
cupcakes
fake.
came from Jack, right?
They no,
these. It was a random Feywild magic item I got.
Drink it.
it was yeah.
They probably taste. I feel like to Squimp, it would just be like, after you drink something warm and then you got that like warm feeling in your stomach. That's probably what they taste like. Just kind of like happy, like a good happy.
Content.
Okay.
Probably Bavlorna would probably taste like the slightest taste of like Zybilna, whatever that means for her. Just the ever
Ugh.
slightest.
That wouldn't be good.
Yeah,
That wouldn't be good for her.
but she just has to taste it.
So, Squimp says, slightly happy. I see. Slightly happy means I can slightly fix your mask. If you put some more emotion into it, Vague, then maybe I could.
Can I put some more emotion into it?
Yes, you can. So, if you would like, when you're holding the cupcake casing, if you can think of a happy memory as it is produced, it would certainly give it more emotion, more taste.
Would I lose that happy memory?
Roll an insight check. Because Babylon is the one telling you to put some happy memory into it. You're not sure.
Mm.
But those are her words.
Yeah. Oh man.
You're saying this is only a temporary fix.
She said it would be a temporary fix if it's like a temporary cupcake, I guess. But this is a cupcake that's going to be regenerating every day. So she says she might be able to like fix it up. Yeah, there's a potential it breaks again. She knows that these things are very temperamental, and she says, "Whoever made that as well, that mask is well, their magic is a little bit more advanced than mine. I'll say that. So."
Well, while I appreciate the offer, I think I'll hold off. I'd rather get it proper.
Are you sure, Notus? I could put a little bit more. We'll put a little bit more happiness into this.
I'm sure. Strongheart always said, if you're going to fix something, fix it. If you do a temporary fix, it's just not worth it in the long run.
Oh, shit, you're so right. Never mind. Never mind, Lorna.
I appreciate your honesty,
very
Lorna.
Yes. Keep your happy memories then.
Well, you were gonna steal my memory?
Steal? No, you was going to offer them. I said put some happy memories in there.
I was gonna lose it forever.
She looks around and says,
"Nothing is lost forever."
Keep that in the back pocket for later.
I will. Well, then we bid you adieu to continue on our endeavors.
Oh, April, let me get the skull real quick.
Yep, the skull.
Yeah, April's come down with the skull. And she's trying to give it some cleanup. She's got a little cloth and she's trying to rub off some grime and muck. She's like, sorry, there's a little bit of mold on the top, and there's some moss growing on the horn.
Gives a character, thank you.
I'll press it, Digit.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Oh yeah, sorry, that's what that click is.
Yeah. Press the digit.
If I had 2 ducks.
You want me to?
I would be crying.
You want me to lift up the gourd for you and put it on?
He gets well, so they get too excited, so they lift the gourd off, and then the body just goes boom to the floor.
Oh no!
The coins. The coins.
Yeah.
Coins.
Is it
I
like-
think I killed them.
No, you're fine. Ulric, you're fine. Here, Notus, how do we get these coins out?
You hit. You can just.
I shake the
Smash
gourd
reach
to
in.
see if like a
No,
piggy
just-
bank may come out.
Ulric, smash it open.
They might hurt him.
Well, it's just the coins that we care about, right?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean they don't feel
True.
pain.
Try the.
Wait, is Clapperclaw still talking? Like, as just a head with
No.
no body? No.
The body's
That-
collapsed.
Dwarves kind of currently
Can I-
dead.
Yeah, they're
Can I
already
pull the
dead.
stem, see if it's like a stopper?
The top part. Yeah, you try to pull it, and it does feel like it's gonna pop off.
Oh, okay.
It's almost completely contained within the gourd, and
Okay.
so it might be up to Ulric to smash it after all. But
Mhm.
Just take a bite out of it. It's like an apple.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Just take a bite out of
Take a
it.
of course,
I mean,
of course, he takes a bite out
they're
of
not
it.
going to need the gourd
okay.
anymore. If he wants to eat the gourd, then he's more than welcome.
Jack's just
Right.
horrified in the corner.
Or can you just make
Oh,
contact
God.
with Jack while you do it? Can you just stare at him?
Just slowly pan over to Jack while I like chew on this.
Back oh my god!
Ulric, spit the coins out. Spit the coins out, Ulric.
Don't
The
Let me
horror!
you
The horror!
There.
Oh,
I just took a bite like an apple, just a little bite, just enough to make a hole so
Okay.
the coins can pop out.
roll me a d8, Ulric. Actually, you could roll me 2d8. But,
And Ulric, don't touch
seriously,
those
I-
damn coins. Don't touch those coins, Ulric.
I don't want those coins.
Don't touch them. They're gonna disappear if you touch them.
Okay, you don't accidentally swallow a coin as you're biting
Oh.
into it, thankfully.
Thank God.
But yeah, you do bite a chunk out. Jack's backed away in horror, and you can hear the rattling of them inside the gourd, and you can tip them out. And Ulric, as you tip them out, are you putting them into your hand?
No, I told him specifically not to touch them, so he better not.
Okay, not to
Shake
touch
it
them.
out,
It's
I'll
up to you.
catch
You
the
can
coins.
you
I
catch
will-
the coins. All right.
I will catch them, or Notus can catch them.
You can't catch them.
Okay.
I will catch them.
I got hands now. I got a hand.
A hand.
A
Good.
hand.
Give me a perception check, Ulric. I know it's your forte.
All right, that's why we're here.
A 4. Fantastic. Well, yeah, you don't notice anything out of the ordinary, of course. You've got a delicious gourd in your mouth, just jumping on the way.
Oh no.
They're
So,
Ulric's coins. Oh no.
but so you hand over the coins land in your possession, sorry, Vaike, and you can put the coins into the skull if you like.
I'll let Notus do it. I don't want to mess it up.
I try to figure out whereabouts in the skull they're supposed to go. Like,
Maybe like eyes.
In the mouth? Under
I
the
kind of
tongue?
want to sort of secure them so that they don't rattle around quite so much.
Oh, Jack, you can get some sticky.
Well,
Hmm?
did Clamperclaw mention anything about
No.
the coins and where they came from
No,
originally?
actually, we don't know anything.
Okay, all right then.
They
Never
only
mind
just
then.
mentioned that they need them to
They
basically be
mentioned,
alive.
I believe she said something about that they were made or something by the hag. I think it was like in
Mhm.
passing. Like, but
Yeah,
Okay.
Clapperclaw was made by Skeleton, Granny Nightshade, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, huh?
And the
Okay,
coins are
that's
what
all you
gave
know.
them life.
That's all you know
I
then.
bel-
Okay, cool. So
Mhm.
how does Notus want to put them in the skull?
I'm gonna pull one of the bits of fabric off my belt and I'm gonna make like a little pocket
Money
bundle.
pouch.
I'm gonna put the coins in there and sort of try to suspend them in the skull.
Got it.
That way they've got some protection,
Alright.
so if anything happens, coins are still together.
And they don't just fall out. Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. As soon as you do that, you see like the lower jaw of the head kind of like twitch slightly. Wait, is there a lower jaw? I don't think there would be. I've got to find Clapperclaw's art actually. Hold on one sec. But you can affix the skull to the body as well if you want.
Yeah.
And straight after that, you start to see them shaking to life. Ah, here we go. And Clapperclaw, you are reborn with your beautiful
Oh, he's
head.
so cute!
Oh,
There they are.
Instantly, as soon as their
beautiful.
head is back on, they kind of like clamber up and look at it, kind of like look in the water. I have my head back!
Let's go.
Let's not
You
let's
did
not bother. Let's not bother Bavlorna with our happy musings.
Oh yeah. We'll see ourselves out,
Yeah, but-
Lorna.
couple of
Yes,
meetings.
get out.
Yep, don't gotta tell me twice.
Bye-bye. I mean, she already did.
Oh, Zed, where are you?
As Zed runs up the stairs.
No!
I think as they're leaving, I would imagine that Clapperclaw, in kind of a way of thanks, because of course the head's been in house all this time, kind of like gives a nod to her as they leave.
To Bavlorna.
Yeah, little bowing nod.
I'll pick Clapperclaw up and put them on my shoulders and carry them out like a champion. Let's go, Clapperclaw!
Woo! He's like waving the claws in the air.
The animals immediately get caught on the door frame.
I think it.
Head comes off again. Clack,
Yeah,
clack, on the floor.
the new head hits the door frame, falls off.
Breaks. The head blows
Spatial
up.
awareness.
I already crossed it off the list. It's not my fault. We did it. It's off the list.
I got a new trick. I got a new trick.
Woo! Goodbye, April. We'll be back.
Woohoo! Let's go. Oh yeah. All right.
April,
Hey.
are you allowed? Are you allowed to leave if you?
What?
No, sorry. I gotta stay here.
Do you
I'm gonna on
want?
the
Oh,
way
I got the
out,
spare parts.
air quotes, drop a nice piece of pretty fabric on the floor for April.
Ooh.
So it's not me necessarily giving it, it's a lost thing for her to find.
I found this. She picks it up. I found this. This is mine now.
Yes.
You did.
Very
Good
clever.
finding.
Is it a bandana? Is it a hat?
Hell yeah! Anything you wanted to.
Oh.
Immediately puts it on her little head.
Yeah, they just put it on. Just like it's flopped over their head.
Mhm.
Yay!
Ooh, you know what?
She runs.
Psst,
Oh.
April, have this. And
Yeah?
I'll hand April one of the golden rings from the maple.
No, don't.
No, that's dangerous.
Really?
No,
Yes, one of them.
You
no.
just one of
Garreth.
them? Okay.
That's gonna incriminate her. You can't give those to her.
No,
You could-
you misunderstand. Now I have 3.
Just give me one.
Ah.
I-
If Garreth wants to give something to April, they can. That's not a
Yeah.
problem.
Just
But
Baird will
April
like,
will put the ring inside the fabric so as to hide
Yeah.
it.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And then she's like, "Oh, I'll keep it safe. I'll keep it secret." Wait,
Yeah.
no, wait,
Oh,
Babylon
it's our
doesn't like
secrets.
secrets. Okay. This is awesome. I should get to come back more often. I like presents.
We will.
It feels weird getting stuff instead of not stealing it.
You're her friend, April.
Yeah,
We
it's
friends
more fun
get to steal stuff
give
from each
than
other
to
for
take.
free.
No,
No,
friends give each other stuff. Yeah.
You reverse stole it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Ah, okay. I'll make sure to reverse steal something from you one day.
Aw.
She's so sweet.
I mean, we'll be back in a 190 hours.
1 hours? Yeah, I don't know. All right. She
All right,
rushes
guys.
off.
Close the door behind you. Oh, goodness.
All right, guys. We got one last
There
thing
we
to do before we turn in for the night. Let's go get some tattoos.
No, we gotta go get the balloon. Like, this is
With
why
the balloon.
Oh wait, yeah,
All
shit.
Ikrin is floating out here, right here, waiting for us. He's
Yeah,
just looking at
Ikrin.
us.
Ikrin's
Tattoos,
like,
guys.
yeah.
Come on, get aboard. We're burning gas here.
Oh shit! Hell yeah.
Wouldn't that make the balloon explode
Oh.
if we were burning it?
Ikrin, do you got a spare
Oh,
pair of
no.
goggles?
Goggles. I thought I went to give Notus a pair, but apparently she does not have eyes, so
Yeah,
you
but
can
I
have
do.
this. Yes, sure.
Hell yeah.
Fine.
Cool goggles for Vaike.
I could have
goggles
drawn
now.
eyes on the goggles.
Oh.
Yes, please, Notice. I'm gonna
No,
take
no,
them off
no,
and Aw, you're no fun.
Oh. Oh, just
Oh dear. That's creepy.
Oh, here, maybe they'll fit on Clapper Claw. You want the goggles? Will it fit?
He'll
Yeah, you could probably
Is it the-
fit them.
he takes them, looking at them, dangles them from one of the horns.
Hell yeah!
oh.
You know they really bring out your eyes.
Am I
I'll
pretty
start-
now?
I'll
you
start
are
helping
gorgeous.
Fox
You
start
already
tying
were.
random objects to their horns.
Oh yeah, can we get like a? Oh, we don't have a color as a jumping juniper, do we?
We don't have a
You-
we don't have a group color yet. No.
Oh,
Yeah.
What we need is a group token. I'll have to request one of those. Like
Yeah.
a little, party token, either a symbol of you guys or a jumping
Mhm.
juniper logo
Yeah.
or something like that.
I can figure something out.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
We need
Okay,
insignia.
awesome.
We can start slapping it on everything. Get some balloon bumper stickers, dude. Ikrin would rock one for sure.
For a group
right.
logo, isn't it like Juniper with a rainbow? Because each of us have a different primary color in their color scheme.
I'm green.
Yeah, we have green, we have red, we have orange, we have sort of yellow, we have blue or indigo, and the purple violet stuff.
That is true.
We've got an entire
Put a bit of everything.
we've got the entire prism of colors.
All right. So as you rise up above the swampy mists of downfall, you say goodbye to the stench and and rotten waters of downfall, and get above the air, and it's much cleaner up here, and there's a fresh whiff for the first time in a long time for you, Notus. And well, anytime you get a fresh whiff of fresh air, you want to probably keep that for as long as you possibly can. So you can let go of that breath that you've been holding this entire time and take in a new fresh one if you'd like. And keep it recycling. All the way up above, you can see the Brigand's Tollway, the mishmash maze of walkways, and
We see
see there's
Anton, we wave at him.
yeah, sure, why not? You see a quick slither of blue in amongst the mist. When you pass
What?
over the causeway,
Mm-hmm.
you realize there's a section of this tollway that's all kind of like, it looks like it's got little huts and like a little village situated on it
Over on this one?
as you pass over it. Yeah, as you kind of
Oh,
pass
is that
over, it's
where
like
the candy factory is?
Can I ask Ikrin?
Ikrin, yeah, he does mention it. He says, that was once a great Bullywug village, but
Ah,
it
Oh.
fell.
the Froghemoth?
Mm-hmm. Some say a wrathful god swallowed all the Bullywugs. when they stopped praying and giving reverence to it.
I'll never stop revering our wrathful being. It looks at mischief, like winks.
Well, do not know what happened to it, but mostly people just avoid it now. It is a sore subject for our Ballywag community. But they say the monster still lurks there, waiting.
I will, as we
Biding
like
its
pass
time.
over, like pull out a paper and like start like sketching out like the map, like the layout of the village, like just so that like we kind of have some idea of
Mhm.
what it looks like later.
Okay, sure thing. Off in the distance, you might hear the grinding sound of the inn at the end of the road slowly works its way through the swamp, and maybe even see the peak of Telemy Hill. And you just marvel at all your accomplishments as you drift over the swamp, reveling in what you've done and how much you've changed in that short amount of time, before finally coming back to where it all started, the Slanty Tower. It looks as though it's no longer like it's still tilted and it still looks like it's sinking into the mud, but it hasn't sunk any further into the mud. In fact, some of these vines and thorns have actually retreated from the doorway as you arrive. All right, I can't believe that what's his name? Woggle
Elmer?
Wag man.
Oh,
No, Wigglewog, that's his name. Managed to crash into this tower. I mean, it's right there. How could you not see it? How could you not avoid it?
It was when we arrived, the balloon had lost control. I think there was a foul wind.
As soon as you say that, he kind of looks around, checks all of his angles. Fair wind, you say? It's not unheard of. Wigglewog was a seasoned pilot. Maybe there was some foul play. Huh. All right, I'll set us down nearby and start a refill with gas, but don't keep us waiting.
We can
There
go
are
speak to
monsters in
them.
this swamp.
So like I presume the balloon is still like just hanging off the edge of the tower, like.
I believe Elma has taken it inside.
That's fine.
So you don't see it you don't see the deflated thing hanging out on the outside. It's more like being pulled in. But the basket has been lowered to the ground.
Is there a little like
But it's not in
gravestone?
a little gravestone. Next to the basket.
Yeah.
There's not a gravestone, but there is some sort of like effigy, or it's like a stick, two sticks, or like dug into the mud, right?
Yeah.
It's like a marker, but it's not a whole carved stone. And it seems as though the thorns haven't like swallowed up the basket either, even though it would have probably fallen in there and gotten entangled. It seems as though, once again, it's receded.
Oh my god,
wow, look
so
at this.
long
Wow.
ago.
So long ago.
Wow.
We got old
From
Ulric.
old Ulric up.
Oh man.
Damn. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, there's no two dead snakes. They were left here exactly where they were, the bodies, but
oh,
they're no longer here, of course.
don't mind
No.
me.
No, Garreth, get away from those mushrooms.
What's over here?
Can I?
Oh,
Can
wait,
I?
hold on. Wait,
Wait a
there's
minute.
mushrooms over here too.
I know, the two idiots.
You're like, how could you have never noticed these before? They're right here.
Yeah.
After seeing what just happened, I'm going to
Grab.
I'm going to grab Garreth and drag him away from the mushroom.
Oh, you
Alright.
want one
That
as
means
well?
Ulric gets to roll the D100.
Yes.
Oh, I'm gonna grab
Dude.
one and I'm gonna give one to Vaike, as in his
No.
mouth.
No,
Oh no.
I'm trying to grapple you.
Mm.
These two
You
just
have
do
to
not
be a
learn their
12.
lesson. Do not eat the mushrooms.
72. So close. A 10 is not going to beat it. I'm afraid Vaike does grab a hold of you and drag you
All right,
away.
come on. No mushrooms.
Clapperclaw's just looking
Oh
at you
my
going,
god.
"You've been
Using a spell slot? Oh my goodness.
Oh
Where
my.
were we?
Oh, well
You
then,
eating this?
action
Wait,
surge.
why do I
grapple
ask?
again.
Hmm?
Ulric,
Can I action surge and grab him again?
oh god, did you just teleport away?
He did.
I teleported away.
Oh
But
god,
action,
okay, well that's only a
can I
bonus
action,
action. So
yeah, can I action surge and grapple
yeah.
him again?
Well, hold on. If it's back to his turn, he can bonus action, teleport away, action, grab a mushroom,
Ah,
and probably
shit.
eat it in that time. So I
Well.
will say, go ahead, give me another D100. Oh my gosh,
I
there's combat
tried.
still on this map. Yeah, there is. Oh jeez. You tried. Let's start with Ulric. So you eat this thing, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll a D20. A single D20, and you're gonna need to make a note of this.
All right.
Okay, 12. All right, so this is known as Oracle's Consult, and I need you to put that on your sheet and mark it as a D12. Just, well, not D12, just 12.
Wait,
You're
is
not exactly sure what happens, but Ulric, there is a flashing image before your eyes. You're speaking with Elmer. You're negotiating. There's bits where you have to persuade him to hand over the balloon, and there's Sir Talavar, and he's telling you this great deal of knowledge, and you're trying to think really hard on that given knowledge and see if you can remember something, and then suddenly into the swamp, you see a bullywug village where the brigands' tollway kind of connects to it. And there's a massive pool in the middle of these walkways, and you see 3 eyes rising out of the water, then lashing tentacles, strangling your allies. You're trying to grab a hold of them and pull them away, and then suddenly, you're back in Bavlorna's cottage, bargaining with her as you hand over this pelt or skinned creature, and then suddenly, you're in the balloon again, traveling over thither. And after about a while, the mists seem to block out the visions. It seems as though
gosh.
that's as far as you can see into the future. But it feels like you've just gained an insight into what everything's about to happen within the next 24 hours. And you can
Ooh.
replace any roll with that 12.
Oh.
That's cool as
Jesus.
this
hell.
portent mushroom?
Oh my god.
Oh, that's from the
And
divination wizards.
and you're left with a terrible headache, taking 8 psychic damage.
I look over, see Ulric's eyes are glowing as he's like,
You've seen the future, yeah.
Ulric, stop eating shit, man.
Oh.
oh, why
got
is
a portent
everyone always
dice.
eating mushrooms?
You just got a portent dice. It's really good.
It's really good. It's really
Yep.
good.
I'm okay.
I got a 12 in me. I don't know what that means, but I got a 12 in me.
Oh yeah, I got number 12 is in my head. I don't know.
All right. And then for Garreth, what did you roll?
I rolled a 2.
A 2.
We've
Oh,
been
no.
over a 2 before. What was it again? Before eating it, I do want to check, do I recognize it? And how tasty does it
You
look?
can roll a nature check.
11.
I don't think that's enough to identify it. but in your hands as you're holding it, it looked
that's why I'm
smaller.
asking how tasty does it look.
It looks delicious. In fact,
okay, that's
actually,
enough.
It looked like a big mushroom, and you were like, there was no way you were going to eat all of it. And then suddenly it shrank down to like a bite-sized nibble.
Oh.
And then as you pop it into your mouth, it suddenly enlarges again and fills your cheeks. And then as you try to swallow it, it shrinks back down again. And then as it hits your stomach, it enlarges again and makes your like belly pop out. And I need you to roll a D2 to see if you either enlarge or shrink.
Oh my god.
Please tell me he shrinks.
No, I became
It's,
twice
one
the
is-
size.
So it's the same effect as enlarge reduce.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
But
wait. Okay.
you rolled a 2, so you're reduced. So it's enlarge reduce is 1, 2, enlarge reduce. So you got reduced. So you shrink down
I'm over here.
all the way, and like it looks like Jack gets bigger and bigger and bigger before you. And Jack's like, "Hey, Garreth. It's like his voice is getting deeper as you shrink down. It is now you're like, oh my god, how
Itty
much do you
bitty.
weigh?
There.
You're like tiny. You're tiny size.
Wait, tiny? Not. Yeah. Okay. Not small?
Mhm. Oh, yeah. Sorry, yeah, it could be small, wouldn't you? So you're like the same height as
Mm-hmm.
as your pumpkin friend. Gareth shrunk. What should I do?
I don't know. Watch him. I tried to stop him, but he wanted to eat the mushroom.
Why do we
Okay.
keep eating the mushrooms? Why aren't we like just picking the mushrooms? Why do we need to eat them?
Because it's more fun this way.
It really is.
God, you idiots!
In my defense, I've only gotten stronger since eating these mushrooms.
If I didn't eat them, someone would have taken it away from me.
All right, man.
The fact that everyone with a negative intelligence modifier is looking at each other, looking at the ones with the lower intelligence modifier, going, "These idiots."
7 intelligence and a dream.
Vaike is 8, Baird is 9.
No, Vake's 9. We're on the same level.
And Garreth is a 6.
No, Garrett is a 5.
A 5, yeah.
It's like you're my familiar now.
I
Yeah.
worry for each and every single one. If I could worry.
Can I try to do something real quick?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna reach down to the vines with Snicker Snack. Be like, hey pal, can you do anything about these? I mean, you made them, right?
Snicker Snack kind of reaches down to the vines then, and you see they kind of squirm in the ground slightly, almost like worms near a heat source. And Snicker Snack kind of weaves in between them, almost coiling around them for a moment. And as they do, you see the vines and roots do retract away from Snicker Snack. And it seems they're able to clean them up, but not really like manipulate them as such.
Clean them up.
So, yeah.
Okay.
You want them to clean them up?
No,
Okay.
because I'm gonna do something for me. Then I'll clean them up.
Oh,
Okay.
it's saving it for a thing to do for Elmer. I understand.
Mhm.
Baird will knock and say, "Elmer, we have things."
Elmer, guess who has 4 thumbs and always keeps their promises? This guy.
This guy. All right. You can.
That's our monarch.
You see the door. You see a door open up, and you see a little, like a little tiny web attached to it, It seems to pull the door open. And I guess you guys can head on inside.
Where's the good boy? Where's the dog?
Where's Wover?
Over.
Can't fit everyone in here.
Is it dog?
There is a dog. Where is the dog? Where's the good boy?
You can head upstairs, and sure enough, you see a very dark, shadowy like image of a dog sort of jump out from behind the couch. And when they land into sort of much more visible light, you see them. They are here. There they are.
Pet the
There's
dog.
Wover. You can actually see them in. Yeah, I've updated their tokens, so you can actually see them better.
Doggy!
There they are. And you see them jump out. They're delighted to see you. They start licking everyone. They seem a little bit shy from.
The doggy, but
You still have your mittens on.
just kind of like tries to.
It feels as though they're almost slightly incorporeal, but you see their fur almost blending with the shadows. And yeah, your hand kind of almost is shrouded as it sort of ruffles through the fur.
I can't get it.
Doesn't quite look like. Yeah, I mean,
I can't see.
but they seem friendly enough.
Darkness, so I can't see.
Oh, unfortunate. There is a light upstairs. I'll drag you up there, so you should be able to see.
There's
Wover. Wover leads
Now
you
just
upstairs
remembering
then.
His head's made of bone.
Just starts chewing on
Yes, it is. Oh my god, yes. You see them like licking their lips at your head.
That's why he likes you.
They sniff and sniff. And they seem to want to bite, but they have well behaved, well trained.
Just little
Unlike
nibbles.
Mischief.
Mischief is not
I
well
didn't
trained, and
raise Mischief, okay?
we love
Not
him
my
for
fault.
all his mischief.
Oh my goodness. There's no dead frog in the basket. As you ascend up the stairs, you see the other room where the once, like, what was it? It was this piece of like texture
Yeah.
that was, I think, Notus attempted to try and leave something on there for. Now there's a balloon in here that's being attempted to be patched up, but it's almost like they are still missing a few pieces here. So, but you can go all the way upstairs, where Wover lets out a small kind of almost a whisper of a bark into the rafters. And you see descending from above is a ettercap on their web. Where are they? I don't even have the token here. So, oh, there they are, invisible.
Hello, Elmer.
They descend down and land on the bed.
Hello.
So you've returned.
Yes. I produce the thumbs.
His eyes all adjust to like squint and look at the thumbs. My thumbs?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
What did the hag do to them?
Oh,
They were using them as thumbtacks.
My thumbs weren't sharp and pointy like that before. Why are they so sharp?
oh, do they look like his Ettercap hands?
They do.
Oh,
Oh.
well, let's just try. Let's try reuniting you and the thumbs and see what happens, huh?
He puts out his hands.
Yeah, well, try to put them where they would fit properly.
Okay, they do fit. They look like Ettercap hands. They would fit on his hands. Though they don't really like fully attach as such. They're still. You would need some like stitching or something.
Notus?
Can they? May I try something? Squeak, squeak, squeak.
little man.
Yeah.
You look smaller than you used to.
No, it's just that you're a bit bigger. You've grown.
He grew in reverse. You know how it is. You know AJ.
Very much doubt that, but very well.
I may. Okay. First, I've got 3 spells I want to try. Can I see if this works?
You casting mending?
Mending.
Okay, mending will actually definitely reattach the hands to the thumbs. Yeah, a quick little stitching and a sweet smell of gingerbread, and after a while, it's look like they're good as new, and he's able to operate them and
How does
actually
this feel?
move them around.
They feel like thumbs, but they don't feel like mine.
Do they have feeling?
Yes,
Were
yes.
you
Okay,
can
then
feel
I'm
it.
not gonna have to use the second one.
were you always an Ettercap?
No, maybe.
Or were you the hobgoblin we saw downstairs?
I can try something else. Maybe if that's gonna work.
Wover hops down the steps and grabs the little picture frame and brings it back up and puts it on the bed. And yes, it does indeed depict a hobgoblin with like petting a really young puppy like Wover, and they let out a small bark. And Elmer sighs.
Yes, yes. I used to be a hobgoblin.
And it was
Ben.
when your thumbs were taken that you became an Ettercap, right?
Mm-hmm. That's
So it was a
right.
curse.
Seems as though you retrieved my thumbs, but the curse lingers. That hag. This is why you do not make deals.
Well,
Garreth, what's your other idea?
Okay, I had a series of 3 spells that I wanted to cast, but because the mending worked, I'm not gonna cast Cure Wounds. So now, I'm gonna focus on the curse and happy memories, and see if I can protect the happy memories.
Protection from evil and good, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Can't be charmed, possessed, frightened.
And advantage against 4 saves against Fae.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so give me an Arcana check, Garreth, and I'll let you add your charisma to this actually. Although a 3 is not gonna get very far.
That would be if
protection
it was
spell.
charisma, then it would be a 6.
Yeah, it's still a fail. The doesn't appear as though the spell is working to counteract any of the curse. It may protect against further curses for a few minutes, but it's not gonna seemingly undo this right now.
Elmer lets out a sigh and says, "Well, at least I can get back to work. But this form is not my own."
perhaps Sir Talavar might be able to help.
Perhaps.
Well, hold
A
on.
tower
I'll go
mark where?
fetch him.
Hey,
What
Elmer, your
was
your
it again?
deal with Babylorna was you would give her your thumbs and she would stop your tower from sinking, right?
Wasn't it?
Right.
So, and these vines are what's preventing the tower from sinking, right?
They were dragging it down into the mud.
Oh,
But she stopped them.
Wasn't
Baird,
it that you gave up
They
something
seem
and
to
you
stop
get the
it.
tower, and then the tower after that started sinking?
Oh yeah, I think you might be right. Actually, I got they got the tower, and then the tower started sinking into the mud. Yeah.
And so he
In any
traded.
case, it
and
seems the tower has stopped sinking since a little while ago, but
yeah, Bavlorna was the source of the vines.
and
Or
we're
more specifically, a thing that they had hurt and tortured was the source of the vine.
And so, do you think if I got rid of the vines, it might get rid of your curse? Maybe that's why they're still around. The curse is still around.
I was cursed like this before the vines appeared.
Hmm.
But you could try. Either
Hold
way, I would like them gone.
Yeah, I can get rid of them. But hold on. Let me make a phone call real quick, and I'm gonna hold my hand up to my ear. I'm gonna start talking to Snicker Snack in my head. So,
Yeah. Sure
what
thing.
do you think? Why isn't the curse gone? Why is it still an Ettercap?
It's clear that Bavlorna has played us for a fool. He has given the thumbs back, but the curse remains. It is another piece to the puzzle, perhaps. That said, it would not be the first time the hobgoblins have drawn the short straw. They used to work for Zaelong. They built this place. The causeway, the palace. The hobgoblins were the creators, the masons, the builders. But they have since gone wayward.
Yeah.
They have a new master now.
And what palace are you talking about?
The palace. The Palace of Heart's Desire, of course.
Is that the one that's past Downfall and by the Watcher's Pool?
It is where I once resided. In a vault of my own, kept safe. It is Zybilna's personal domain here in Prismere. But I fear the mist may have shrouded it from our sights.
Okay, thank you. I'll hang up.
Well,
What?
Oh, I appreciate it.
Yeah. So you can relay that if you'd like.
No. All right, guys.
okay.
I don't know what to do.
Good. Baird would say, well, Vaike can clean the vines. Can we return Ikrin's balloon for the vine cleanup?
Oh, where's the
They look
elevator?
towards it.
I'll go get Talavar, but yes, you can clean up the vines and take the balloon. I tried to fix it, but without thumbs, it is very hard to hold a needle and thread.
Mm-hmm.
It should be easier now. While the curse may remain, it is another step towards solving it. Curses are not forever.
Any way to end this? Well, I can think of one way.
Well,
The Baird will go smile and go, I presume the one way
What's
is
this? Garreth is gonna run downstairs because he knows stuff is gonna be said that some people shouldn't hear.
Okay, he doesn't want to hear it. All right.
No.
I don't want Bavlorna to see or hear that part.
Oh, I see. Got it. Yep. So you rush downstairs. Yes.
I'm gonna rush
Anyway.
to the page with the OWL blueprint stuff.
Mhm. Okay.
But I presume you mean dealing with Bavlorna permanently.
Yes.
That
It's
is,
sure to get rid of it.
especially considering they've been returned.
I appreciate you getting back my thumbs, but... Must be careful. Wording these things. It's tricky. The thumbs held a curse, clearly. Had you asked to get the thumbs and lift the curse, perhaps. But... likewise, we had a deal as well. I suppose I should have been more clear as well. I will get Sir Talavar for you for now. But if you do find a way to end this permanently, then, well, it would make me a lot happier, that's for sure.
Well, you can at least live better now.
I will have to start fixing up the Orwells.
So he goes outside and
I will mention the
Retrieves-
monster in the OL that we went down and go, yeah, there's a guy down, or like, no, I guess he's not down there anymore. He's like on an island with water all around it. But I'll
he
mention
goes
that,
back and retrieves a small cocoon, and he tears away the webbing to reveal a cage, a silver cage, with a violet-looking fairy dragon inside. And of course, they still have their own little sword, their own little mustache, and they greet you. And it's Sir Talavar. Oh, salutations, adventurers! You're back. It's been a while. I was starting to worry, but I knew you would prevail. You have the key, I presume.
Oh, Garreth has the key, technically.
What key?
The key for the cage. Don't play games now.
We don't have the key to the cage.
You don't?
I don't.
Ah,
he has your key, technically.
Then why are you here?
well, at least you tried.
I'll be outside cleaning up the vines.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'll pick up Sir Talavar and say, if there's anything else we could help with, Elmer, we'll gladly find a way.
He nods and pulls back to the shadows, starts petting Wover. Now that they've got thumbs, they give him a good scritch.
Yes!
Scritch.
But yeah, I pick up Sir Talavar's cage and I'll go down to Garreth, who's extra tiny. The extra small Garreth.
Don't shake the cage too much. Delicate,
Oh.
yes. Mind the steps.
You know,
Gareth.
it is strange for a bird to be carrying the cage for once.
Yes, they're on the
bird
outside of the
cage.
cage, looking in.
Oh, hello, Talavar. We do need to
Greetings.
sleep a bit before I can open the cage. The key doesn't seem to work today.
It has been so long, Gareth. Wait, you have our key. The key? My
That's
key.
your key. Well, now it's my key.
Well, I gave it to you. I entrusted it, of course. The young woodsman of the forest. I made sure that you were adept at keeping things safe.
Mhm. I definitely didn't lose it at some points.
Hmm. It matters not. You have returned, triumphant, and now I may be released. Can set this poor little knight free.
Yeah, after a night's rest, because today I used the key to lock something.
What's one more day, eh?
Yeah.
Though
One more long rest.
At least the promise of freedom will rise with the coming of the new dawn.
I'll just brought you. Why are you even in this cage?
Well, that would be Bavlorna's doing. Unfortunately, I got a little bit
Oh, wait.
in over my
before we
head,
say
thinking I could.
even more. What's this hole?
What's
Barrett,
what hole?
Barrett, can you drop the hole, please?
Oh yeah. I'll put the hole.
And I'll drop the glass shard in the hole.
Okay. You see the eye twitching, looking around as it falls in.
Oh no! I dropped it.
Jeez, a sudden hole. But I hope it'll show up again later.
And we'll pick up the hole. Oh, where were we?
As I was saying, I was delivering some news to Bavlorna and the rest of Prismere, but unfortunately the hag didn't seem to like the news very much.
Didn't the Mollybox say something about you causing panic because Fomorians are gathering an army?
That's right, yes. Fomorians are a bit of a pain. Giants of the the Feydark. They're not friendly types, I'll give you that much. But they're amassing an army, indeed. One that could charge upon the Feywild at any moment. Prismere, of course, is a bit more secluded, but I was trying to keep them in the loop. I expected to speak to Zybilna herself, but according to everyone else, she is
missing.
What's the word? Missing, yes.
Predisposed?
Yes, in a predicament, I imagine.
Yeah, we're looking for her.
Acting on her behalf in the meantime as well.
Yeah, that as well.
Interesting. Do we know what has happened to her? I'd much like to know. I've been gone some time, messaging and delivering doing errands, delivering messages and the like.
We only know that she suddenly disappeared.
The hags and Zybilna had an accord where as long as Zybilna was gone, they were in control of Prismere's and its affairs. And so the hags have sent her on an extended vacation.
That's
probably.
That's not probably. That's what happened.
Oh,
goodness.
They twisted a deal that she had or something somehow.
No, yeah, their deal was that as long as Zybilna was away on business, they were in control, and so they've sent her on permanent business.
But you could be back at any moment?
No, so I'll raise up my hand. So the key to ending her business trip is 3 shards of her sword, Snickersnack. We got 1. We're currently looking for the other 2. And once we get all 3 of the shards, we'll be able to go to the Palace of Heart's Desire and free her. Because it's her own sort of domain, technically she's not in Prismere right now.
I much wish to speak to Zybilna directly. But
too.
the mist seemed to prevent me from flying directly to the palace. I got lost.
That's on the agenda.
They pull up the
know of a way?
Yeah, we need to find a golden windmill.
Oh goodness, this sounds like a whole ordeal.
Yep.
That's why we're here.
I see. Well, I might want to stick around for a little while then. At least until I either find a way out of the mist myself or confirm exactly what's going on with Zybilna. You wouldn't mind if I pledge my allegiance to your group in the meantime.
Jumping
to have you.
Yeah, I mean, what I said about Zybilna is all true. That's what happened.
Yes, I just wish to know the exact nature of which her predicament is. Whether she's banished or spirit has been sucked out of her body or something. I would much like to know the exact nature, but yes. But I, Sir Talavar, will accompany you. I'll assist in whatever endeavors you have. And once I learn of their fate or find a way out of this mist, I'll be on my way. There is the other courts have business with Zybilna as well. I'm sure they wish to know of what's... Yes, of course. Queen Titania and the Sealy Court. The Green Lord, Oberon. There are many who... A question of what's happened to Zybilna's disappearance.
It is quite... Does
Not every day an archfey just stops talking. I mean, you can't get them to shut up half the time. Excuse me.
I'm telling her you said that. I'm telling her you said that as soon as we free her.
Please forgive me. I will take the lashings.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I carry it. I'll gladly carry Sir Talavar's cage as we like. Well, I'll help Elmer set anything up any way he wants before we leave. Like, just because now he can actually start doing things. So, take the balloon and the basket out to Ikran.
All right. Let's head down.
Oh wait,
somewhere.
Was this also the floor where the balloon part is?
Yeah, it is.
Can I see if I can mend some of the tears?
Yeah, you can see some areas are mendable, but a lot of it was also just torn and ripped apart. So there's missing parts that would need
It will need to bring them back
new
to the
fabric.
factory.
Yeah.
Good thing it didn't
All
burn
right.
down completely.
Let's see what else. Does Notus want to do anything with the balloon repair part as well, or you?
I mean, I can help with the repairs. Like, obviously, I help Ikran
Yeah.
with this one. Myself and Clapperclaw can probably help.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to do that here, or do you want to wait till you get it back to the factory?
Well, it depends. If it's going to be easier for us to try and do it here, we can do it here. But if Ikran thinks it can fit in the balloon that he's got currently, then...
I will ask Elmer if
a lot of
he
extra
would
weight.
need his raft back.
The raft back. He actually looks towards Notus as you ask about the raft and says, "No, you can keep the raft as a sort of gesture of kindness." And they seem to be staring at Notus as they say that.
Can I insight this? Do I know why?
Yeah.
Can I insight
you?
this as well?
You left something here, and last time. You was
Yeah, you left you gave him you fixed up his.
You fixed something and I forgot what it was.
It was
his-
like a blanket. He was
Yeah.
working on a blanket.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was working on a blanket.
it was
for
work.
Wover. Yeah, it was Wover's
Yeah.
like blanket that was like
Mm.
You fixed the doggy blanket. Apparently.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm sure you did something to fix it, and obviously he was
Probably, but my
struggling
memory.
without thumbs. Oh, okay, your memory. It's fine. Then.
There's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
reason I used
You
to
left-
take such extensive notes.
Yeah, I think either you left some supplies or you managed to fix a tear in the blankie for Wover, and
Not just a blanket, a blanket.
Yeah. Blanky.
and you. It seems as though I did not go unnoticed. So.
Mm-hmm.
Unnoticed.
I will.
Unnoticed.
Mhm.
I will give a nod. Notice will remember this, but I genuinely have no memory of this happening.
It seems like something Notus would do.
Alright.
you saw
in
a
the
torn
meantime-
fabric and you were like, I gotta do something about that.
In the meantime, you'll see Elmer pull out the flask of endless water, and says, "Right, I've got some wells to fix up."
On his map, I will mark down the two Olas we've already fixed.
Cleans. We
Cleaned.
didn't really. Did we fix?
Is-
I
You
think
definitely helped some of the problem, that's for sure.
Mhm.
He
Yeah.
says, "This is useful information. I will get to work right away. Still,
and
if you need
If
some
you were
thread,
in
you
trouble
can."
now.
Ooh.
Hmm?
If
What?
you're worried about Agdon, just let him know you know the Junipers. He'll probably help you if you need anything.
Yeah.
Ah, very well. As for the balloon, you can take some of the spool I've made and use that to fix some of the patches.
What color is this pool?
It's web.
Despair. Oh.
It's
mean-
good. That's actually really good.
Yep, it's webbing. You can use to like patch it up together, and you can bundle it in a big web like sack to carry with you.
That's actually really good because
Aw.
even if we don't use it now, having it in case something happens with the balloon later is
Mhm.
actually really good.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
it'll hang from the basket, so you're carrying a balloon under a balloon, basically.
Yep.
Careful on the landing.
And I can put the other basket in the portable hull, so it's not too much trouble. I will when the portable
yeah.
hull, I will retrieve the glass shard and hand it back to Garreth. Be like, the
Yeah.
hull reappeared. Here you go. Like
Oh, I found it!
All right.
Feywild holes, am I right?
Yeah, I don't know what I would have done if I lost this forever.
I have one.
All right. In that case, I think you're all set and ready to head back.
Yep.
Outside, you see Vaike has cleared away all the vines,
Mhm.
and it's no longer strangling or pulling down the tower anymore.
By the way, Elmer, did this old grumpy guy ever come by?
Grumpy guy. There was someone lingering outside. Collected the bodies of those two snakes.
And I will describe Sargash. Was that him?
No, it was a woodsman.
He needed to deliver
Ah.
something. Or he needed to deliver something, even if he couldn't do.
Yeah.
Shit, we never looked for that guy's family.
His family's outside the Feywild.
Oh,
Yeah.
Maybe. Probably. Or at least outside of Hitter.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
Good day.
he
Elmer.
dragged them away. Yes, good twilight.
The Twilight. Oh yeah, and if Sargash comes by, tell him we say hi. We miss him.
I think he left hither. Baird will say for like the 20th time. like with
Well,
direct confidence of like someone who literally watched him leave.
Whoever gives a little bark goodbye, and they're wagging their tail as you guys begin to ascend away from the slanty
part of a
tower.
ration.
Do shadows mastiffs need to eat?
They may not need
Yeah, I think
to.
they do.
They may not need to, but
They have a dog bowl.
yeah.
Ooh, yep. Oh, that's true.
All right. So yeah, they happily munch that down, and you begin to float away once again. Ikrin says,
Yeah, that was kind of Elma to try to patch it up. Some of this webbing it would be very useful.
He seems like a pretty stand-up guy, all things considered.
He's just a bit of a recluse, that's all.
I mean, he's more of a recluse than Lorna gave him credits for.
We've had a really good luck with the recluses, as we've come to find out.
So many oh wells.
all right, I'll put Wover on the map here.
Over.
Okay, you guys want to head back to Downfall? We'll just quickly
Yeah.
hand wave that and say you descend back down, no problems. Although, I will say that
Where
it's
do
a little
we
bit
need
more
to
windy
go?
on the way back. Like, you see Ikrin is definitely struggling a little bit to operate the balloon and try to get it to keep on path. And he says,
It's probably because we've got another balloon. The extra weight is making it difficult to handle. Nothing I cannot handle, though. Yeah. Little hand here, though.
and he's asking you, Notus, to sort of just help operate some of the ropes.
Yeah.
Leprechaun's got the goggles. Let them help.
Right.
I am ready to help with the goggles dangling off the antler.
Yep. They lift you up to the valve and you unscrew it and release a bit more of the gas to like woof, sort of lift them up.
They take
and
their job
ascend
very,
up to a
very
height.
seriously, and they're kind of like looking around at the rest of the team, like, "See, I'm helping."
Everyone gives Clapperclaw a round of applause.
Yeah, certainly Sir Talavar as well. Like, oh, capital. Very good, very good.
Give a round of applause for Notus as well.
Yeah.
Of course.
Oh, absolutely. Notus is an accomplished knight, I hear.
One of the very best.
A fine knight of strong heart.
I don't know that I've been promoted. I believe I'm just a squire.
Yeah, me too.
You a squirrel?
A squire, not a squirrel. There is a difference.
Does
Well,
a squire not have a fluffy tail?
No.
That's
As
no
I
fun.
build and knighted me, perhaps she will knight you one day. If you manage to succeed in getting her back.
Strongheart could be a
I will
squirrel. He has
vouch.
that tail on his helmet.
Whatever the case, I will vouch for you as a fine knight for saving me and whisking me away from a dark, gloomy tower. I was like a princess in despair, I guess, locked away. We can exaggerate some of the details.
Oh,
I think everyone
You're
should
such a
have a
frail
round of
princess you
applause for all
were.
their hard work.
Indeed. Indeed.
captured and protected by the giant dragon. In this case, a giant spider.
All right. With that, you just send into downfall. You see the balloon comes in like a descent, like so it doesn't come straight down; it comes down at an angle. That way, the balloon basket beneath kind of drags down. The balloon flops onto the water, and then the next balloon lands, so that it isn't just crushed underneath. Masterfully pulled off by Ikrin and Notus. and Capiclaw. And you find a little waiting crew there standing by. You got Tarvels, and Master Engineer of Gloom Willow, and the other two bullywugs here, Gluff and Dumfrey. And they immediately gather up the balloon and transport it to the warehouse.
We have some web as well. This will be very useful. Notus, if you would please accompany me and Clapperclaw. We are going to get this balloon fixed right up. Maybe add some extra details.
So Notus, whilst you and Clapperclaw, you can help me picture this balloon. How would you visualize it as you make the repairs? There's a lot of missing material. Did you want to add any extra to it, or like a new design, new colors, so anything you want? You can like redesign it as it is being built.
The jumping Junipers balloon is the energy I'm getting.
I don't know, because this is Ikrin's balloon. It's not ours, so I wouldn't put the jumping Junipers on it. What I might do though is come up with something like a logo for Ikrin's balloon company.
Born in the basket.
Born in the basket.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what then. As you're making these repairs, it's actually when Ikrin himself kind of you pose that as an option. And he says,
Well, I have that on my jacket, but perhaps you can do that for my balloon. But I was thinking, perhaps you had a better idea for something of your own. You know, for something depicting the jumping junipers, or
Is he
okay.
giving us this balloon?
He says, "You've remade this balloon as much as I have. It is yours as much as mine. And well, you've done so much for us here in Downfall. And I haven't actually thanked you for saving my factory. I never gave you a reward for that. And so,
we didn't do it for
I
a
would be-
reward. We did it because it was the right thing.
Need it.
And that's even more reason why you deserve this balloon. The rules of reciprocity are not to be belittled. I must uphold the law. And as such, you are just as deserving of this as anyone else in the Jumping Junipers. But please, you must add your own flair. We'll say
Okay.
it's ours together.
Okay. Clapperclaw, pick some colours. I can't.
Can we not use all the?
Yes, use all the colors.
Yeah, we can use all the colours, but I can't tell the difference, so you're going to have to do that for me.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'll do that. Yeah.
We're going to
Perfect.
make a patchwork balloon, so it ends up looking like, you know, like the house from Up that has all the multicoloured balloons, but it's just the balloon itself with all these different colours, like patches. all
Got
over
it.
So basically, it almost looks like those hot air balloons made to look like.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then we're going to just, with the ropes, the way that Ikrin's got them around here, like all the way around his, we're going to do it like macrame style, and we're going to make it so that it literally has like 2 J's and an owlbear face.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Beautiful.
He says, and what shall this balloon be called? The JJ?
I'm not so good with the names.
You call it double
Who named
J.
your crew? Sorry?
Who named your
The
group?
double J.
Well, Jumping
Notus.
Junipers was my idea, admittedly.
It was.
Notus.
Oh, it was.
The Flying Owlbear.
That's a first.
We call it the good times. You let the good times fly.
Oh,
Hey,
Yeah.
I like that.
Nice.
Oh,
It's got your
what sweet
logo.
dreams.
It's got the the name, Good Times. And or you can even just say like you can have like let the good times fly and the good times is in like a different font and like bold. But either way,
Yeah.
it's however you picture it, however you design it, it's that. And you see Ikrin lights up a cigar, rests himself back on a chair and says, Magnifique. The finest balloon I think Downfall has ever seen.
And I didn't cut a single rope while I was helping.
No, you did a very good job.
That's what we're talking about, Capricorn.
Lavaglaw, imagine like snipping all the different patches with their claws. And just got to make sure you don't puncture it with your horns.
Yes, that's
But,
true now.
You put corks on each of the like little strips.
I imagine like they had to redo some final stitches, so somehow Clapperclaw ended up inside the balloon initially.
Lost.
Jesus.
Notice I'm lost.
I can't find my way out.
And it's
Like when a
got an
kid tries
extra
to put a
big
sheet on the duvet, it just gets stuck inside.
Yeah. And we'll say it's got an extra big basket to carry mischief as well.
Yes.
I was going to suggest like a sidecar, but that doesn't quite make sense for a balloon. But yeah, I think an extra big basket would be great.
It would be a double
Uh,
basket, I think, where you have like a basket on top of a basket, like
Yeah.
the
He's
basket.
got his own little basket
That'd be
beneath
interesting.
the big basket.
Please tell me that there's holes in it so his legs kind of like hang out the bottom
Oh.
of it. Like when they transport cows.
It's like a harness. That's great. It's called mischief harness.
Oh.
Yeah, totally. Fantastic.
Deploy the frog! It's just got on the bottom, caution, flying frog.
Oh.
Oh god.
So we
I love it.
can't have
Beautiful.
Operation Red Bull, but we can have Operation Red Frog.
So,
Operation Leaping Frog.
it's like this is not the what is it called? Oh, I've forgotten it. This is not a plague.
Toads.
Oh, right, raining frogs.
Just imagine the way
Beautiful.
frogs jump. It just
No.
meets with legs and arms out like that.
Oh, that's amazing.
I love it. Excellent. Well, your balloon's all sorted. You got Elmer's thumbs back. What else is left on the to-do list, guys?
How long was the balloon flight, by the way?
Enough that you would no longer be feeling the effects of the hypnotic mushroom, but a couple of hours.
If we were a couple of hours in the balloon, could I attempt to see if I can do some minor reparation on Notus's mask?
I think we've already said the only one capable of making those adjustments or fixing it is the hags themselves.
Yeah, we
What if
tried
Captain
that.
And
Claw tried to
even
paint a
they-
smiley face on it?
Yeah. And even the hags, they themselves said this mask is a little advanced for them. Bavlorna would only be able to make a temporary fix. Scab has experience with toys, but the one who could really like they have a deeper understanding would be Bitterend, as she herself makes masks, magical ones. But it is out of your wheelhouse. I'm
I
afraid.
thought Bavlorna couldn't do it because of the affinity with Sibilna, and that's why it
She just
disgusts her.
doesn't want to touch it.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean she can't. She just doesn't want to. So that's why she said she would like something in return for it, but the deal did not go ahead. So it's onto the next tag, unfortunately. Or unless you find someone else who has an intent knowledge of magical items. Yeah. But you yourself, I'm afraid, it's a bit beyond your wheelhouse at this moment.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
So as we fly back in, we see like the demon in the cage at Bad Lorna's place, right?
There is a creature rattling in the cage, and he's incredibly angry for whatever reason. Whilst the satyr seems to be trying to just calm them down and play a little tune on their panpipes, but it does nothing to ease their rage.
I'm gonna pick up the phone with Snickersnack again in my head. What's up with all the demons in this place? Isn't this place supposed to be like all like family friendly, all nice? Like why is there a demon here?
A very insightful question, Vaike. Why indeed? I've often asked myself the same questions. The demons are seemingly a part of this place. I take it you've noted the crystals within them.
You know, we did get one of those.
And what did you discover of them?
It was like Bird told us about that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like okay. It was like one of Zybilna's memories.
Indeed. That magic that is on it. It appears as though it might be the same as my own. Crafted from Zaelong. So the answer to your question is, why are there so many demons here? Because Zaelong brought them here.
Now, what the hell? Oh, dude, this is just more questions. What does Zybilna have to do with the Shadowfell? Is she from the Shadowfell?
Demons are not from the Shadowfell, Vaike.
No, they could be.
They are from the Abyss. They are chaotic creatures. They are sowers of chaos and destruction. And yet, they are here in a realm of life and color and emotion. A strange dichotomy.
All right, I'll keep my eyes.
I do not deign to know everything of Zybilna's history, but if you really want to get to the bottom of it, you will need to ask her yourself, or find clues that may allude to her past.
Yep, that's the plan.
And that's
I
it.
guess.
That is it. And also, as they're mentioning this, Snickersnack does draw your attention to the creature that has indeed got a burning red gem situated in their belly, like where the belly button would be. It's right there, and here you can see the art for this guy right here. There he is. He's an angry guy. Just raging at the bars, rattling them, calling out and basically drowning out the music. We're waiting.
No, I'm just processing.
Okay.
There should be 5
All right,
more.
are we going? Are we retreating back
Why
to
are there
Lily Bug
5?
Keep?
There should be 6 more. I don't like this.
5 more of what? Jack says.
Of them.
Of them? Who's them?
Demons. Jealousy.
Well,
Wrath. Sloth.
Oh, he's talking about the 7 deadly sins.
Yeah. It's 7.
Yeah.
Ew. Ugh.
7.
Yeah, maybe someone miscounted.
You guys don't know about the 8th sin?
Which one?
Is it stupidity? Because we got that on lock.
Hell yeah, Jack.
What do you mean by that, Jack?
Nothing.
We got. All right. Are we retreating?
What is Jack's intelligence? I need to know. Is Jack's
it's higher than mine.
What is
By
Jack's?
one.
That's not saying too much. Yeah.
It's Jack's intelligence is 6.
Oh no.
All right. Jumping Junipers to Lilybog Keep we go.
Yeah.
Are we taking the balloon? Or are we just walking there?
Clotix
Oh.
asks.
Why, Goltic? And good walk. His builds character. Come on.
Oh, of course.
We'll-
All right.
Well,
Single file march.
Yep.
I will say to Ikrin, could you do some final checks to make sure everything's in order, and we'll probably use it in the morning.
I shall, of course.
I want to
It'll
make
be
sure that
spick
it
and
doesn't.
span.
Yeah, it just I trust Ikrin with making sure that it's.
Mm-hmm. I won't let any more nobles near my balloons for a while.
Oh.
All right.
So I was thinking,
Return to
Squad, we
Lilybog
gotta
Keep?
make sure to be building a whole new array of balloons for Ikrin. We're going to have to get so much fat.
Okay.
Oh, you see, Lorp welcomes you back. Get all in. Clean the place up.
I appreciate that. Lorp, you truly are the cornerstone of Lilybog Keep.
Oh, no worries. Morgul welcomes you as well. Ah, you returned. I take it the armor fits you?
Like a glove.
I'll also put Sir Talavar like immediately, like set him next to Morgoth.
Ah, greetings, fair knight. I have returned. Morgoth, I have grave news, however. Wigglewog did not survive the crash. And Morgoth sort of bows her head and takes a salute to the fallen. Says, I heard. But he was a brave pilot. He got you out and into the hands of these fine adventurers. At least that is a fate better than, well, whatever Bavlona had planned for you. Indeed. But I cannot express my gratitude enough. Once I get out of this cage, I'm in your debt, Morgoth. Nah, do not think of it. It was the right thing to do. No one should be caged up.
Looks at the party with a wink, like.
Yeah, exactly. Unless, of course, they've done some terrible deed. An innocent person should never be caged up. I should clarify. But anyway. Let's see. Yeah, well, you can guys take a long rest if you want. Just know that every time you do, clock is ticking. So that'll leave you with 7 days. But
7 days.
As everyone
Or
is
you can
like,
go deal
getting
with.
ready.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You can deal with the Frogamoth as well. But I mean, out of everyone, it looks as though Vaike is the only one really suffering.
What? I'm fine. I'm not. There's like a giant bite mark in my shoulder from where Bad Lorna took a chunk of me.
But yeah, if we're gonna long rest, which I think is probably a good plan, because the Frogamoth is something we need to deal with. But we don't necessarily have to do that now. We could always do that later. So it's
Yeah, when we deal with Frogamoth, we need to go back to Bavlorna again. So we might as well do it when we deal with other stuff.
Clapperclaw was going to help us get thither.
Mm-hmm. Garreth is not indoors with the group, by the way. He's going to the sparring room,
Okay.
practice room.
Yeah, that's kind of outside, but yeah.
Yeah.
You got it.
Gonna try some swings.
Are you practicing something in particular?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's testing his spell.
All right, fair enough. Otherwise, everyone can complete a long rest if you're resting here.
Yep.
Okay. Jack gets fully healed as well.
Long rest.
There we go. If you guys are ready to set out, let me know. Or if you want to go to Vlonk. You want to get Vlonk's thing? It's up to you. You can always come back if you want. Like, there's no rush on that side quest now.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's the plan?
Well, first in the morning, intense sparring session. Me
What
and
morning?
Goltik.
Okay.
Or intense training session with me and Goltik in the morning. And Notus is more than welcome to come join us if she would like. I'm not going to force her. She has to make the decision.
When you get to the training dummies, you'll see one of them is being covered by black goo.
Yeah.
Ew, who
It's
put black goo on my
utterly
training dummy?
disgusting.
Yeah.
Gloltic says, smells sweet. Takes a lick of it. It tastes like candy? Ugh. Weird candy though.
Yeah, the Goltik,
Off
don't
candy.
just don't eat just random black goo that you find on objects, okay?
Oh, of course. I've been taking lessons from Ulric, so
Yeah, no, that is the one guy you don't want to take lessons from.
okay. Alright, he takes a couple long sword
I
swings in the
got,
morning. See how he's doing.
damage
But he's on form.
He is on point. Oh, my Cestus
Okay.
does 8 damage? Dude, let's go. How's
Nice.
Snickersnack feeling?
Oh yeah, the Snicker Snack is basically an extension of your own body. Every time you launch a fist, you feel the vines kind of whip out, strangle something, and rip it apart and stab into it. It's great. It feels like you've got like a whip like appendage that you can like manipulate, move, pick up objects with, grapple things. Yeah. And that should be plus your strength. So we do need to change Thorn Whip real quick.
Yes, that's what I was going to.
So
I don't know. How to do
yeah,
that.
at first it feels as though. Yeah, let me just check. So at ability modifier strength, bam. There you go. You should have a
Thank you.
Thorn Whip with the strength.
Oh.
Yeah, and same for the Earthbind. It's a strength save based on your DC, but you'll be using strength for that DC. So
All right.
Cool. There we go. Nice. And anything else you want to do in the morning?
I am curious on what everyone like. If when Barrett comes downstairs, if people have like, how are people reacting and whatnot?
Yes. Okay. So first things first. You hear Law shouting.
Intruder.
Yes, Esquire Vaike, we have an intruder
Whoa, an intruder in my keep.
on the premises.
Weapons down. What's
Morgoth says.
On guard.
Morgoth says they draw a glaive
at ease,
in
knights
your
at
general
ease.
direction.
We are agents
They
as
must
I
have
know.
infiltrated during the night.
We'll hear them out first. We're agents as I know. We talk first, then punch.
Very well. State your name and business. Who are you?
Who is this guy? Do I recognize him?
You do not recognize them, but you feel a slight squeeze in your grip around your hand.
Snickerstack, do I recognize this guy?
Snickersnack seems to tighten your grip and almost feels like it's pulling your hand away. But you ask them. You do not recognize them?
Am I supposed to?
Curious. Seems the curse has gotten its hold on them.
So I do know them. They're my friend.
I cannot say that you will know them. You will have to start again.
Oh.
Did we make a deal?
Okay. Thank you, Snicksnack.
How unfortunate.
Well, should I escort them outside? Right?
No. Eddie's soldiers. Knights. They're a friend. And I'll stick out a hand towards this chicken. Be like, Vaike.
Baird,
it's nice to meet you.
So
I don't know why, but something in my gut is telling me that I should trust you. And also this magical bundle of thorns on my hand is also saying I should trust you. So I will.
Baird looks like they're smiling as they shake your hand.
A little bit thorny, sorry about that. So we're the Jumping Junipers. You got Jack on the table. You got Clapperclaw on bar. We got Notus on the frog, and Ulric is probably eating a table leg somewhere. Don't know where he is.
I don't know where I'm at. Hey, you guys mentioned black goo earlier, and I was like, wait a minute.
Wait, it tastes like candy.
Unattended black goo.
Shit. I left my black goo unattended.
Unattended black goose, say less.
Yeah.
As you pull away the handshake, you feel the vines slightly hold onto your hand a little longer. So it's almost like Vaike's hand comes away, but the vines are still sort of holding onto your hand just momentarily longer before they recede back towards the hilt.
It's good to see you again, Singer.
You know my hand? Perfect. You know, I'm gonna pull out my list that says bird on it. It says bird's baby glasses. Are we supposed to be looking for your glasses?
No.
But you are bird,
Wait.
right?
You may call me Barrett.
All right. So not looking for your baby
Wait.
glasses. We're waiting, Garreth.
Wait, yes. Garreth is processing the specific wording. Bird is not your name?
Like Garreth would see like a momentary like Baird's eyes like dart to the side before he just sort of stays silent.
Nonsense, Garreth. His name is Bird. That is what he said.
No. He said we may call him birds.
Oh. Look, I don't speak in this.
That's suggesting their name is something else.
So Talavas says, it's a common caution to not give one's name out, especially in the Feywild. I applaud their tact in meeting new people that they may or may not be able to trust yet. It's usual decorum.
And one clear thing the Vaike would definitely see is the fact that this person is wearing a crown not unlike the one that he's wearing.
Chris, are you sure I don't recognize this guy? I feel like I recognize him. I feel like I gotta know him from somewhere.
Sadly not, except that you do feel as though Snickersnack kind of... There's a sharp kind of twinge of pain, but not like uncomfortable pain, just sort of like almost like a poke. Trying to like poke your prod and poke around every now and again. Maybe it's even like lifting up to your head and like tapping it, as if to say, "Is there anything in there?" But
oh no,
all you hear is Snickersnack occasionally saying, kind of like "curious" or "unfortunate indeed."
Mm-hmm.
They are either getting their own head around it, or but they're starting to piece together what's happening here. But Snickersnack does seem to recognize them.
Well,
do I?
Am I smart enough to piece this together?
Yeah, you can roll me an intelligence check.
Come on! I've never needed to roll more than this one in my life. Come on.
If you only ate the mushrooms, you could have made us a 12.
Chris, I'm gonna use my inspiration.
You want to use it? Yeah.
I want to use my inspiration. I want to remember him.
Well,
I didn't remember him.
An 8, unfortunately. Your mind cannot fathom remembering something that never existed. You search and you search in your memory from your day to day, and every time you try to remember something, it's not that there's a blank there. There's more like just a replacement. And I'll give you an example. Like, at one point during the feast, you remember music kind of being played, but you remember it was a fine satyr that managed to get everyone out of the sinking palace before it collapsed. And another time, perhaps when you were helping the Duchess, what was her name? Yeah, the big ogre.
Yeah,
who was like rearranging chairs. Yeah. You remember there was a pixie that was helping levitate the chairs next to you because they had like a grudge against the sprite, so they wanted to even the odds. So a friendly pixie was helping you out.
Can I
these.
Can I action surge and think harder? Is that something I can do?
Yes, you might pop a blood vessel there. There is actually such a thing.
Can I?
He's absolutely right, by the way. You don't have to action surge, by the way, but this is known as pushing a roll. So as long as you're out of combat, you can ask me to re-roll this check. But doing so means you're putting something else on the line. So if you succeed, you get what you want. But if you fail this push roll, then something bad happens.
Psychic damage.
And
Like, how bad are we
it might
talking?
be it could be as simple as psychic damage. It could be in the instance of like trying to pick a lock and it's like, damn, I really want to try again. You might snap something or hit a trap that raises an alarm and now the guards are aware of your presence. But in this instance, you're just trying to remember something. Well, the worst I can think of is some sort of backlash from the curse itself.
Your brain explodes.
You go, brain. Yeah.
I'm gonna think harder than Vaike has ever thought in his life.
Well,
Okay.
Vaike is
Go-
trying to remember birds.
And he's
Can
going
I
to
remember the deal we made before we went to sleep?
Mm-hmm.
Because that
You remember it was for that fancy rapier?
Yeah, and it was something from our group, but it wasn't a rapier from one of us.
Correct.
Would I notice that Barrett is unarmed?
have
That
a-
doesn't raise any
mean,
questions.
You
They
never
have a
knew he
dagger,
had
but
one.
that doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't raise any suspicions
Mhm.
within you. It doesn't go, this must be the rapier. It doesn't. The pieces don't connect.
Okay.
For all you remember, this rapier was simply something that you found from the armory in the sunken battlefield when those will-o-wisps led you to them. It was probably just from there. So the curse is clearly adaptable. There's no gaps in your memory. They are shifted. They are reconstructed to make sense.
All right. I'm gonna think super hard.
I
Okay.
will pull out my.
Go ahead. Roll one more time for me.
Come on. My God, how does he do it?
Double sevens.
How does he? How
Double
does he
sevens.
do it?
He is unfortunately not able to remember. This sends a backlash, almost as if you're trying to pry open your memories, like with a crowbar into your brain. And as soon as you do, it's almost like there's this backlash from something within your mind that surges out, and it actually kind of almost rots your memory for a moment. I'm gonna roll. Let's see. Well, actually, better to look at Endelyn herself, as it is from her. Oh yeah, that's going to be nasty. You are hit with 15 points of psychic damage as suddenly there's this strange, like, twing and twang, like a string breaks in your mind. Some sort of synapse, but it's more than that. It doesn't sound like an instrument. It sounds like something attached to your brain, and it like snaps, and your brain kind of like jolts in your skull. And as it does, it feels like you've just been spiked with a long spear into your brain, and that wounds you. Jesus, that puts you on half HP.
Yes, and I feel like at that, I'll be like, I remember. I do
You see
know
blood
you.
pouring out of their nose and ears.
I do know you, and there's something trying to stop me from knowing you. There's no way if I thought that hard I would just feel that massive headache. There's got to be something going on.
A bear does look at you as he just says, "You should stop, Vaike."
Stop thinking. Don't tempt me. I will second win.
Okay. You could take a short rest, I guess. Nothing's stopping you. But yeah, if you want a second wind to back up, you can.
Oh, I mean, if we have a short rest, I'd rather short rest. These don't come back.
Yeah,
on a
you're not in
short
any
rest.
combat.
Cool.
You got
Wait,
some
if we're-
breakfast to have. You can short rest over the breakfast.
So, guys, I believe we make this bird fellow a honorary member of the Jumping Junipers.
Already?
I don't know.
Yes.
How can we know that?
Before we do that, why don't we ask why they are even here?
I assume they're here like the rest of us, looking for lost things.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what you're looking for?
Your brain's leaking.
Oh, it 100% is linking. Again, I wasn't lying when that was the hardest I've ever thought before.
Mm.
And even though I don't remember them...
Vaike, go to sleep.
Nope. I know.
Okay, everyone stand clear.
Oh!
Vaike, go to sleep.
No.
No.
I just
don't
started
need to waste
thinking.
those. We need to fight a frog off today.
I just
We can
started
do that
thinking.
later.
I don't know why I don't remember them, but the glove is the Snicker Stack's telling me that that something's wrong, and something just feels wrong, and I feel like I just snapped a tendon in my brain. I didn't even know you could do that. So something's definitely wrong. So something's wrong, and I feel like this guy's got to be here for a reason. So he's a member of the Junipers. Do you have like You don't
Vaike's
have
the monarch.
Here, Notus. Fix him with the Juniper symbol.
Jack probably will point.
It's interesting
What's
that
that
everyone
on
is
the
saying
loot?
that we know him. Do you know us?
The hell is Ulric?
Yes.
That's good enough for me.
Oh, I'm here.
Sorry, yeah, you woke up a little late.
Did
He
you
has
clean up?
eaten half a pillow. I feel like.
Did you clean up the dummy, and then did you also eat the dummy at the same time?
No, there's half of it left.
God damn.
So we're just making like anyone a Juniper now.
No, you don't get it, Ulric. I thought for the first time ever.
Vaike is saying that he knows this person somehow, some way. This person says that they know us too.
6, 7.
There's a bunch of deals with hags and stuff going on.
See, that's what
Logic
I'm
says
saying.
that maybe something is off.
That's what I'm saying. Snickerstack is telling me that there's that he didn't know the curse ran this deep or something like that. This is how the curse works. So there's got to be something to it.
We are having too many people.
Guess so.
Too many people. There's what, 4, 5?
11 with the newcomer.
Mischief likes you.
Yeah, look. All right, we got me, we got Vaike 2, we got Jack, we got Ulric, we got Goldtick, we got Mischief, we got Notus, we got Garreth, we got
Televar.
Capriclaw, we got Televar.
I hope I'm not taking up too much room, man.
Oh no, you're fine.
11 is such an unlucky number.
You uncaged Televar, right? It's like that's the first thing I did in the morning.
Oh yeah, that's what I did. So if people were still sleeping when I woke up, then everyone is definitely awake by now. With the loud bang with the unlocking of the cage.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it would have gone clunk,
Uh-huh.
and the cage swings open. So Talavar flexes their wings and flutters into the air. Finally, free at last. Ah, this means so much to me. I cannot tell you.
Baird will just like be silent before he reaches into the hat box again. And he just sort of silently, like, next to Notus, puts the Baird nutcracker on the table.
Do I remember making it? I would remember the nutcracker and getting it from the playground.
Yes. That much is true. But when you try to remember what happened to it, you believe you may have given it to one of those children, and they must have handed it off. Or that child, in your mind, still has it, and yet it's here.
But it's also got the tiny loot, which I got a separate point.
Yeah, it's got the loot. It has got a loot.
I got both of
And
those
you
things
remember-
at separate points. I didn't get them at the same time.
Of course. But the
So
child
what are
had
the
it.
odds that they would now be
The
together?
child from the playground. The child from the playground is who you gave it to, and they had that, and you kind of put them together and made it for them.
Shoot.
And now Baird has it in front of you.
I mean, it
Which
looks
means
like
they
theirs,
either
so-
had it, so they either stole it from the child, or it was given to them by the child. The child looked like this, by the way. It looked like the Nutcracker, because it's a miniature version of Baird, right? So you could very much argue that it looks like a young Kenku, perhaps.
Yeah, we had given that to the Kenku we rescued from the playground. Do you have anything that would like say that you're a jumping Juniper? Like we all got tattoos. Do you got like a tattoo or something?
Baird will sort of silently place like his belongings on the table and says, "I'll just have a bit of a walk. I'll be back." And he like will just literally go outside and like stand like literally just at the door, like just.
Okay.
Do I see any Juniper memorabilia in this guy's stash? He's like a T-shirt, a hat.
A t-shirt.
There is the loot. The loot has initials on it.
I was gonna say, I don't think we have merchandise yet.
We gotta get on that.
Yet.
I will say
The-
for the
the
first
loot
time, Baird
has-
has left the hat box behind as well.
Okay. This is definitely from the Witchlight Carnival.
Mm.
You recognize the same design. You recognize Durlagrand and the Witchlight vein.
And the loot, it has initials on it. And does it also have a Juniper carved on it?
It has
It
JJ
was-
on it.
It
Yeah.
has a G and an H and a V and an N and a U and an L, but I forgot the order.
Yeah.
See, look, there's an initial for each of us. This guy must be the L. And look, JJ, jumping Junipers.
Vake's grown smarter since the last time.
No, that's the aneurysm.
Yeah, I'm still bleeding out the ear.
Ugh.
This has to mean something. We know this guy.
I don't
Wow.
know.
Dude, look, Lorp is the Bastion of Lilybog Keep. Do you think he's gonna let someone sneak in, just chilling upstairs?
Yes.
What? Oh, I'm offended. Lorp is
Lord
Lorp-
didn't even know he was there. That's why he snuck in.
Exactly. Lorp would have known. He is the eyes of this place. He knows everybody that comes in and out. He doesn't sleep.
Wait, why is Check in there? Check was outside.
Look, I'm saying we know this guy. There's something in my gut.
Gloltic says, "Hey, mentioned that Octavian guy, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't you say that he couldn't remember his previous partner?"
Yeah, he can't remember Muse. What if it's like the same sort of thing? Thank you, Goltik. You're a genius.
No. He's like really bashful suddenly.
Look, we gotta trust this guy. I don't know why. But if you guys trust me, you trust him.
I mean, I will not trust him, I guess. I have no reason, but yeah, I guess.
Garreth,
Hmm?
you gonna trust him?
Sure.
Notus?
Yes.
Clapperclaw?
If you all will, I will
Clapper-
too.
Mhm.
I assume we are. He's here.
Mischief?
Mischief goes to swallow the hat box.
Hey!
No.
I'll thorn whip it.
That is
A
not
thorn with
food.
it.
Yeah, no.
The box kind of opens up, and you see a poorly drawn map kind of tumble out of it.
Matt?
What's this?
Of a forest that you recognize, Garreth, and all of you really. It's the same forest where you guys met Juniper. And it's got even Gareth's house written on it. Like marked with your name, Garreth and Hannah.
Garreth, this is your house on this piece of paper. I don't know what this means. I've never been to your house.
It's a little farm, yeah.
It's
It's
a
a
little
very
small
nice
car.
house.
Yeah.
It's a very nice
It's a
house.
log cabin.
Mhm.
Yeah. And you see Kester, which is where a couple of
That's
you are
where
from,
the
Notus.
carnival was
Mm-hmm.
8 years ago.
And this guy has this. He's a Juniper. I'm convinced now.
It's
Are
got
there
a
any
little
other-
graveyard marked on it. And the little it's got all the little landmarks that they would know of that you guys have personal connections to.
So it has Valor's Call,
And Valor's Keep, yeah.
Valor's Keep.
Valor's Cool Keep.
It has Notus's shop.
Yeah, there's all the little Kester. Yeah, Kester's marked on there. Yep. And it's got the
Is
forest
this,
in quite good detail, all the little streams and
Mhm.
The farm?
and farmyards. Yeah, the farm's on there. You know, the what's his name? Madrox.
Madrick.
Pumpkin
The-
farm
the
is also
pumpkin
marked on there.
yards.
All right.
It's
I'll-
quite poorly drawn, you know. It's like a child's drawing with
Mhm.
it's got a little picture of an owlbear as well. And it seems stained as well, like it's partly got wet a few times.
Oh. All right, I'll put it back into the box. All right, I changed my mind. I don't care what you guys say. He's coming along, and if you want to fight about it, I'll throw down. All right,
Gonna
Bird, come
lose.
back in here. We found all your belongings. We got them all nice, packed away.
Bear just sort of like silently like puts everything away.
So I believe we're gonna go get tattoos, and then we're gonna go to the other place, right? Yorn, thither.
Theater.
We're not fighting the frog god.
No, that dude can wait. He's just gonna get older.
All right.
We could ask for
Mhm.
it's time. It's got time restraints, but
We'll be fine. The frog's not going anywhere. Plus, I don't want to see that hag any more than I have to.
Hmm? Time restraints? What?
Yeah, we have a time restraint. We gotta go get this painting and bring it back. Oh,
Bird said time restraint. What time restraints?
the deal with Pavlona. We have like 170 something hours.
see, look, he was there.
Mm,
Hmm.
Look, if he turns out to be a traitor, we could always kill him. It's not the end of the world. But at the
Exactly.
meantime, I'm
Wow.
inclined to
Killing people is
Exactly.
hard.
I'm gonna like lift up one of his. I'm gonna lift up one of his arms and show. See, look, I got way more muscles than this guy. We'll be fine.
What's
I mean,
really
it's not like-
funny is if you compare Vaike and Baird's strength scores, they're not that different.
Whoa. I'm sitting at an 18.
I'm at a 14. It's not that different.
Actually, it's not too bad. Maybe I'll have to sweat a little bit. All right, tattoos, and then we leave. Everyone cool with that?
Why are we getting tattoos?
We get so the prince, one of Golub's kids, said that if we found the book, he'd give us tattoos. And I want a freaking tattoo, dude.
It is sort of true.
Technically speaking, we did everything that was asked for that deal, technically.
Oh, goodness. Excuse me. All right, listen, the tattoo situation, right? I'll quickly go over it. So, we have the son of, what's his name? King Gullup.
Mm-hmm.
He is Glumph, Dauphin of Downfall. Glumph the 8th, I believe.
Yeah, he's now the head of Arch,
he is. Yeah, so he says, should the party be within the palace and you kind of find the book to help out his father, yeah, he would help do some tattoos. But his father is now gone, and he'd probably be a little bit remiss about that. But I guess a deal is a kind of deal. But he, unfortunately, during the collapse of the sinking palace, lost a lot of his paints and materials.
We may need to get him new paints and materials from Paris town.
He promises he will give you new tattoos, but he needs 3 ingredients to get those done. He needs mold tree sap, murky lake octopus ink, and flail snail slime. Now, these are ingredients that do exist in and around Downfall, but they're quite hard to acquire because the last time anyone got some of these, they were in the old Bullywug village.
Oh, God
That's
damn
right.
it.
I'm tying these quests together.
Okay. One last quest in the swamp.
But you don't have to do this. I will say this. You speak to Vlonk and he says, like, I hate to tell you this. Well, I got emotional there for a second. I hate to tell you this, but it's going to be, like, really scary. Like, this is a Froghemoth. They're gods to our people. I don't even want to kill it, I'll be honest, because it's like, would you want to kill... Hold on. Do you worship... Does anyone worship anyone here?
Yeah.
Any clerics, any paladins?
Zybilna?
Zybilna?
Right. Okay, so, like, you wouldn't want to kill Zybilna just because a hag asked you to, right? It's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
yeah, but Zybilna doesn't swallow people.
Yeah, and Zybilna doesn't make us sacrifice people to appease her.
Yeah. And look, no shame.
But they got
we're
frog
not...
in the name.
Yeah.
All right, I'm not bashing your religion, okay?
I'm not bashing.
Yeah.
I'm not...
Yeah. I also have a side question. I know it's not important, but has Ziff got Merva a wizard, like a wizard hat of their own at this point? As they're like learning together.
Oh, sorry. Yes. Yeah. Totally. Yeah. They got little wizard hats. They got a little cape, and a new wand, a makeshift wand that they've each crafted for themselves.
Yeah,
they're totally hitting it off.
So, guys, look, I know I said that we're gonna leave, but dude, I really need this tattoo. Like, you don't get it.
You don't.
I do though. I need this tattoo. So
we need to hurry.
Look,
it's super dangerous.
It's gonna be a simple thing. We get there, we bash his head in, we come back, get tattoos, we leave.
It took us more than 100 and something hours to even find Bevlorna. I don't want to.
Look, but we didn't have a swamp gas balloon. We didn't have a swamp gas balloon when we were looking for Bevlorna.
Okay, I'll give it some perspective. So, the Bullywug Knights here, they're pretty tough, right? You dueled one of them.
Yeah, embarrassed him
a little bit. Not bad, right? They're good fighters.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. But let's say, can you take on 3 of them, you reckon? 4 of them?
Like me by myself?
An entire village.
Yeah. Myself. I give myself like 2.
You can take
I think 2.
2? All right. How about an entire village of bullywugs.
Uh-huh.
Okay? That's what the Froghemoth managed to take out.
Mm.
Yeah. Right. You see why I
mean
haven't gone off
rivets.
redundant for Bavlorna yet? Yeah.
Dude,
It's
is
not
Bavlorna,
quite
is
as
she
easy.
crazy? Why is she putting you in charge of that? Why is she giving this one
Well-
guy to go kill the Froghemoth?
Well, I'm an animal tamer. She said maybe I could tame it and then maybe we harvest its tentacles or something. I don't know. Also, there is young Froghemoths. Maybe there's a smaller one that we could find. That one we might be able to take on, but angering a Froghemoth parent, that's also another whole kettle of fish. Or frogs, kettle of frogs.
Whole kettle of frogs.
So, yeah. So we don't want to run into the parent. If we do, we're probably all dead. But a young one, I might be able to find and track something like that if there's some nearby, frog spawn. I'm not quite sure how they procreate, but I'm sure there's got to be a way. Otherwise, they'll probably just die. So maybe we find a small one. Oh, that's right. They do have tadpoles.
Okay.
I think they're called tadamoths.
We won't do it. You bored me enough.
Yeah.
Convinced me.
Well, you can.
Dolphin,
can
can you just give me a
back.
normal? Can you give me a normal tattoo? Like, it doesn't have to be magical. Can you just give me a normal one?
Ah, yes, of course. A smaller tattoo will do. But
Yeah.
if you would like to get some magical tattoos, I can show you. Those ingredients will get the job done.
Yeah.
For now,
Yeah.
I will do whatever you please.
Yep. All right. I'll message you, Chris, what the tattoo is.
Okay. He says, the magical ones, if you do ever return and get those ingredients, they can bestow certain magical effects. Like, let's see. I'll give you a couple of examples of what you can do, just so you know in advance for next time. It is, yes. It is a spell wrought tattoo. That's it. Yeah. So it's a first level spell or a cantrip.
Ooh.
Which is pretty cool. So they can like implant a spell onto the tattoo, which is pretty cool.
All right. That's
But
it.
yes, it is. All right. There we go. It's all done. It's all ready. Yeah, he speed runs that tattoo.
Is it the jump spell?
I wish. That would be
It
cool.
would be a jump spell. Should I have the magical ingredients? Next time, I will give you a magical tattoo.
Yes.
For now, I will still say I appreciate for doing everything you have. For my father, for Downfall, you are truly the heroes of our small village, and I cannot praise you enough.
I presume at this point, like it's been a day, like we see like there's some frogs like setting up like a bunch of like new like wood, like finding a good spot to like start building a new palace.
Yeah, absolutely. They've already kind of like started to clear the wreckage, the swamps
Seeing what's salvageable and what's not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that's time.
Yep.
Splug is working on their thing. Well, I want to end with you guys on your way. So we'll say you hop in the balloon, take flight, and begin on your way to thither. And we can always do a little bit of downtime on that journey next time. But let's take you to.
Yeah, we follow Clapperclaw's instructions.
Clapperclaw will show us the way.
Yeah, but just as we're ending up tonight, do you have something in mind as to how Clapperclaw actually navigates, or is it just intuitive? Is it just they know? Or is there something that Clapperclaw does that is very unique to them and only Clapperclaw can do that navigates the mist?
That's a good question, actually. That is a very good question. I hadn't really thought about that. I would think in part it's intuitive, but
Mhm.
they kind of have to sort of like it's almost like they're listening, I would think. Like almost the antlers are like kind of like scanners.
Antennas.
Like a dowsing rod.
Like a dowsing rod.
It's
So
like
when
they're-
you, of course, you said earlier on, like a session ago, so I was like, yeah, that's fine. I can still navigate you. He's probably realizing now. Actually, I needed these to be able to do it.
That's why he needed his head first.
So yeah, it's always like a feeling in the antlers, like if it's always like an itch in the right one if they need to go right, or an itch in the left one if they need to go left,
Like a
kind of
compass
thing.
needle.
Yeah. So,
Beautiful.
or
Well.
an itch on the nose if you've got to go straight forwards.
Mhm.
Awesome. Well, then, in that case, we'll leave you guys aloft in the mists as the little antennas of Claw's horns tune in and guide you towards what must be thither, the primeval forest of Prismere. And a fragrant breeze wafts in the air, something far fresher than what swamps of hither has offered you up till now. And you start to see motes of pollen dancing in the air, patches of sunlight piercing the clouds, and the sweet melody of bird songs begin to echo all around you. But before the mist part, we will leave it on that little cliffhanger for next time, and find out what happens next week. But until
Bird
then,
songs, but I'm
thank you
allergic
guys
to
for playing,
kittens.
and we'll see you all then. Bye bye for now.
Bye bye.